Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome back. Fates United. My name is Bardicdice. Michael, if you've not met me before, but I'm glad to be back. Our internet is working for now. Cross our fingers. So luckily, we are back and at it again. I'm hype of Spider-Man because I just got back from that. So super hyped, but I'm even more hyped for Fates United, playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. It's been almost a year, guys. We're on episode 41. I'm super excited to get into a little bit more of the story that's been bubbling and building for a while now. Hello, thank you guys so much for everyone that has shown up. Friends that I have not seen in a while here on the stream. It's so glad to have you guys. It's so much fun to see everyone's lovely faces. If you are new to this channel, my name is Bardicdice. We play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons on this channel, and we are a super uplifting and fun community that we try and strive to really boost other creatives, artists, cosplayers, photoshoppers, anything. So we have a really fun Discord if you're interested in joining. We'll post that in the chat. And if you are interested in any other projects that we'll be doing, feel free to give a follow to any of our socials. I like to announce any new projects or if we have to miss an episode, things like that on there. But besides that, we mainly stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays, so we get a double dose of D&D. Wednesday is our Feywild, the Wild Behind the Witchlight modular campaign from Wizards of the Coast. And then tonight is our homebrew campaign called Fates United. That is a brainchild that has been in my mind for years now based on different stories that I've seen, and I wanted to try and bring it up to life. So both times is 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to swing in and check it out. Other than that, we do have our sister channel, Marquee Gaming, ran by the lovelies Rachel and Mark here. I was looking at the name tag and switched from Mark to Zachary, and I was like, no, okay. I'm ready to get into the game. That's why I'm already thinking about Zachary. But we share the Discord with them. So if you want to go join in with the fun, we have a Fates and Fae channel that we can post GIFs or GIFs, however you like it. I know I cringe people when I say that, but you know, I like to give love to both sides of the fence on that one. But we have a lot of fun in there, and a lot of people share their art, share their other Twitch streams, and just are genuinely a good community to help boost each other up when, you know, we're going through tough times. Besides that, we do have a special one-shot coming up because it is Christmas. We will not be having our normal Fates United on Thursday the 30th, but instead we'll go ahead with a special Festival of the New Year one-shot I'm super excited to bring. Deely and John unfortunately will not be with us, but we have some guest stars joining. We have Amara and Good Deeds. They are friends that are usually in the chat, and then Birthday Shark and Vix Draws, which I'm super excited to welcome to our channel. Besides that, I think let's go ahead and get right into it. Why don't we go ahead and jump around with announcements and introducing yourself and the character you play in our game.
Hi, I'm Deely. I play Makai, Tiefling Kensei monk, and she's fun. And I do art. I do art stream twice a week, at least so far. Yeah. This month. But I at least try to do one, but I've been doing a lot of really fun character art designs for Literary DM, his upcoming Legend of Zelda game, which is really cool, so also go check him out. So I'm also shouting him out. But I stream art, and it's super fun, and you guys should hang out with me, and it's usually around 1 p.m. MST, because, you know, the time switch. So yeah, come and hang out at Twitch, or on Twitch at Rafaziel. So
pretty sure I spelled that wrong. If someone could correct that in chat, I'm pretty sure
you did. It's a PH.
I mean, if you want to go check out Rafaziel as well, go for it. They played League of Legends, but
yeah, I don't play League of Legends.
Zeal.
Raf.
There we go.
There you go.
That's much better. It does art. And I'm also shouting out Literary _DM,
Yeah, and also
where we'll be playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We have official art by Makai, or by Deely. Wow, I'm already ready for the game. I'll be a player in it. Rachel's a player. Mark's a player as well. Followed by Silent Legend, who is also a fun friend of the channel. So definitely don't want to miss that. But thank you so much. Heading over next to you.
Hi. I'm Rachel /Pip. Hi. I play Anais, a ranger cleric. She's fun. She does not speak, so that's a fun thing for her. I stream art on Marquee Gaming on Mondays at 3:30 CST and sometimes on Saturdays at 7 CST. I'm thinking I'll stream on Saturday with art. And I don't know what we'll stream, but you know, that's how it goes these days. Nice. So coming out, it's a fun time.
Super fun time, super relaxing, and you get to meet a whole lot of new people there.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun people.
And on down to our second row. The
Hello,
glitches.
I am John. I'm a Kalistar fighter. It's been really fun to play. I'm excited to continue playing. And it's awesome to be part of this community. Glad for everyone who's a part of it. Some great art pieces that have been popping up again. There are always great art pieces popping up, let's be honest. And it's a great opportunity for you to like get to see other people's D&D styles, because a lot of times you'll see stuff pop up for like Marquee Gaming or for Bardicdice, or even some other people who come in and had some like one-shot or like short-term shows that have popped in. And if you want to see opportunities of all kinds of play styles, it's a great place and great community to be part of.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to pass that on.
Look at that. So good tonight. You were ready to go.
Yeah.
That felt rehearsed, man. That was amazing. I love it. Perfect. And last but not least, already introduces Zachary, the one from our hearts. Marky.
Hi, I'm Zachary. I mean, Mark.
Marky.
I'm Mark. Yes, I'm Mark of Marquee Gaming. Yes. So right now we're on a break from our main game on Sundays, but it's coming back. Starting next year, we'll still do stuff on Sundays. We'll have fun, and Rachel will do art. Do some fun stuff. So. Sorry, guys. But I play Zachary here, the ASMR bard and sorcerer. So
the coolest.
A lot of fun. The coolest bard and sorcerer you've ever met.
Really good at negotiating shopping episodes as well.
Yeah.
He did pretty well.
Sharing information, we're working on it.
There's lots of stuff he has not talked to people about, but
do you have like
if he ever will.
Do you have like a section?
He's holding onto something right now, pretty heavy, but he's not saying anything.
Do you have a section of your notes of like what you said and what you're holding on to, of just like, so you don't forget to tell people if it becomes relevant?
I just don't tell anybody anything. That's my strategy.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. Reminder as the DM to send info through other people from now on. No, I love it. Super excited. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for introductions. We have the 4 best players on this channel, but I'm excited to jump back into tonight's game of Fates United. Be right back after the intro.
Pull on threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides, corrupting all the good inside. They will travel the hard way, igniting light through the untamed. Wilderness won't disguise the elements sent to destroy the fragile weave of destiny. Just one of the many evils sent to break the world. Protect them as legend unfolds. Pull on threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides. Bring light to where evil abides. Come on, roll the dice. 'Cause heroes take the fight.
the wonderful intro done by Deely Literary and Arcane Anthems. Welcome everyone back to episode 41, On the Run, Fates United. A quick recap. Our Chosens, the 4 players who have been granted special abilities by the gods of this world, affinities, the different elementals, have left the safety of their hometown and Anais' old hometown and are now heading off to Benali, the city of I don't know why the music stopped. It's distracting. Let me see if I can get the music going again. Sorry, guys. Like I don't know how to do this. Copy link. Gadoosh? Haha. I picked the wrong one, but I like it anyway. We'll go with it. So, our Chosens, after leaving Solisterum, got met with a black viper, a lady covered with a metallic helmet that had a motif of spider eyes on it, giving them quite the threat. Seemed to be playing with their food, leaving them alone. Moving on to Benali, our Chosens arrived at the mecca of technology and magic tech here in Organia. The Venalians have been studying the powers of the Chosens and the affinities for ages now, seemingly a timeless city fraught from the changes of war and the different changes throughout the eras. However, as our Chosens arrived, they met with Anir, one of the representatives that they met at the Centaurium in the beginning of the game. But they found out that Benali has recently had a more inner turmoil than they let on. Anir is a Luminare, people that used to live in the desert down south that got ran out by the dwarfs, who are now extinct. Fortunately, it seems that the Luminares and the original Venalians here don't quite jive too well and are under a bit of a class system where they are less than of the Venalians. On top of that, it seems that Zachary might be trying to track down clues and a trail of family members that have been split up, and possibly his brother and others that are here in Benali. That being said, after a few shopping trips and splitting up and planning out what they're going to be doing next, before we join in with our Chosens, we arrive at the cliffside where our old man, the narrator of our story, sitting down writing the chapter as it goes, in a world beyond a world, as it's looking out, seeing the ages and the weather happen beyond. That's not where his gaze goes, but goes beyond the Chosens, to the local town of Gravnica, to the capital, where it seems preparations for a funeral is taking place. A casket being ceremoniously held in a capital building, while those that served with him, knew him, or want to at least say their last goodbye, have a chance to go and give their final farewell. However, standing above in a cliffside, looking down from the mountain to the capital, is a hooded figure with brown and green along all of their motif, a bow on their back, and a long broadsword on their side. Their eyes glow green, and they have the symbol of the Earth Chosen glowing on their forehead. And that is when we'll go back to our 4 in Benali. What are you guys up to?
Just thinking, what if there is an Earth Chosen just running around somewhere, like near Gravnik?
That'd be
We should
really
go check it
interesting. We should go
out.
check it out. Forget the stuff here. We got a trials for Anir. We got everything
Whatever.
else.
We got a new hat. We can go check things out now.
We're out here for a number of reasons, though, and I mean, while we wait for the trials to start, what can we do to help, Zach?
I mean, I guess we could talk to that person. That, what was it? Spell Sniper?
Scroll Striker.
Scroll Striker?
Skull Striker.
This is good one. That one.
I love that we all just
Scroll Striker.
It was 2 S's.
You guys are good, yeah.
We're making baby
I'm just
steps together.
helping you, get to remembering that name. Hey, don't worry, I forgot. I forgot what it was for originally. I looked at my notes for a while there. I remember I was on stream with someone else, and I'm like, "What's the scroll striker? I don't even know what a scroll striker is." And then so I had to remind myself of what I had written for it.
So we can go that direction.
Anais will sign. Is there any... we definitely should talk to him, that person. But do you think we need to also see where your brothers stayed?
I don't know where they stayed.
We could try and find out.
How? Hey,
Asking
excuse me,
about-
do you know where my brothers... I don't know who to ask.
Oh, I do
Well,
over here. I met them yesterday. I'm just kidding.
Well, Anir seems to know things. Maybe he
I mean, do they
knows
look like?
connections.
Do they look like you, Zach?
Yeah, somewhat.
Oh,
But they
I mean-
blend in. I mean, we can blend in fairly well.
Right.
And you blend in quite well, so yeah, that makes sense.
But if they were involved in potentially something, then it narrows it down of like, hey, we heard that there was something going on, and there was 2... Are they both your brother? Like, are they both brothers, or do you have a brother and sister?
It's 3 brothers.
Okay, well, be like, where did the blonde brothers go?
Man, this is a big city just to ask that. I don't know.
Well, no,
Well, I mean, we triangulate. Like, pinpoint where it happened, and then, like, ask if there was witnesses or something.
That means we need to find 3 sides.
No. I just mean... like,
narrow it down by
Yeah,
finding out
that-
information. She just signs us.
I apologize, I was being obtuse.
it's not very cute.
Oh no, disadvantage both of you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I got like a terrible headache. I think I need to go to bed.
Well, guys,
Oh,
see you later.
no.
We'll see you after the holiday. That's the
You pulled a
anniversary.
very good prank on us. That was very funny.
That was quite good.
Naya signs,
like-
I'm not saying that we... She, like, ignores the whole prank thing. She's very focused. I'm not saying that we try and ask everyone in town about 3 blonde brothers, but I'm saying maybe Anir knows people that might know things that
Yeah.
we don't, because he's lived here.
Yeah, because if it happened in a specific place, again,
We
Then we
already
can
talked
narrow
to
it
him
down.
last week. He doesn't know. I
You
mentioned
didn't
my
ask
brother.
him.
We were talking about my brothers and how we're looking for them. And then he's like, I don't know, but I heard there were 3 Asmer kids who were part of a robbery type situation.
Yeah, he did bring up
Suspects.
he did
That's
bring
all he
up
said.
talking to the scroll strikers.
All
well,
we got is talk to that scroll striker right now.
yeah. So at least they know that they were ASMRs, right? There's not very many of those in the city. Probably with you here now, there's 4.
There's even less people wearing Hanasuka wear.
Yeah, that concerns me too.
And we already saw one of those while we were here. Or you
Do you
did.
Yeah.
think it'd be beneficial for us to change our clothes?
I don't think it'll help very much. Why?
I don't know, it's my first time in a big city like this.
I mean,
Would it
We-
help with like move around or what?
I mean, you can just use that hat that you have and
Yeah.
look like whatever you want.
It's just me just changing a shirt from like red to blue is not going to make me fit in anymore. But doing this hat, and then I'm gonna turn into a human version of Makai.
Hey.
This makes me look a lot different.
Hmm.
She just like leans over like to Kahu and just signs. Oh no, actually she can't. I'm sure they're linked. They would have been like. She just goes to try it.
Kyle sits there and thinks for a moment, and he looks like a human version of himself.
Doesn't that look the same, basically?
His ears go whoop and round out.
Just a little. They're not even that pointy. They're just like boop.
See, there you go.
Wow.
Now you're just tall.
Such a difference. Maybe try being less muscly, or like maybe shorter, or maybe like do a different hair. I don't know.
You don't want to be too much shorter or taller than you are, though, because it's an
It's
illusion.
true. My
So if
horns
I
are
act like
still
I'm
here.
really tall. Yeah, then
It'll be like talking from your stomach if you try to be taller. So
That would be
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of funny though.
But don't talk from my stomach.
I mean, if you tried to be shorter, like the voice would be coming from like a foot above where your
Oh.
mouth would look. So
That's just true.
you
Maybe
probably don't want to
Kahu.
make big differences.
Yeah, maybe try changing your hair and eye color. Like think about a different color. And then think about a different hairstyle, like maybe longer hair or something.
I
or
know
shorter.
beard.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I like my beard though.
Yeah, but it's
You'll
look
still
at
be able
me.
to feel it, but
I don't look like Makai.
Hold strong,
Right.
Kahu, hold strong.
just try it for 30 seconds.
That's what these hats are for. They're not just for fashion.
Roll initiative. No,
I was gonna look around. Does he see any other beard styles in the crowd?
yeah, there's a few like braided ones, a few of like more goatee styles here.
You'll think about one of the different braided styled ones.
Same color still.
It's a shade browner.
One shade.
Getting there.
You have to think creatively,
It's the
Kahu.
man's first time ever wearing something like this. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you.
Creatively.
Think about Zach's hair color. Make it blonde.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go for a second.
Who has a passive perception over at 20?
No.
Over a 20?
Hmm. Yeah, mine's 19. Dang it.
Cool. Who has it over 15? All right, the three of you guys just look over as Zachary's getting up, and you just see, like sitting at the other table, just this kid who's like mid-sip, looking at like you guys changing your appearances right now.
What color is the kid's hair?
Black.
My hair goes black.
That's more significant.
Yeah, that does
We're
change.
getting there.
So whilst away from the table, I am going to pull out my second sending stone. And I'm going to send a message over Byron's way.
Okay.
And say, are you in some sort of trouble, Byron? I've heard rumors that potentially you may be suspected of stealing something. Is anything going on?
You get a long pause of silence. You're almost thinking you're not going to get a response before it's barely above a whisper. It wasn't us. It just wasn't us. Just leave us alone. We're fine. I'll take care of it.
Okay, I'll head back to the table.
Did we see him use it, or was he trying to be sneaky?
Like, I walked away, like, out to go to the bathroom or something like that.
The bathroom's always a great excuse. Yeah. Works like a charm every time. Okay.
You would. Or Billman.
So maybe make yourself try to look older or something. Maybe that would help. Think about like your father or something.
I knew this old grouchy guy. Let me try that. You know, grow a big white beard. Have like
Skin
a gray robe
gaunt.
on.
Yeah.
Slightly
Question.
pointy hat, little fold over.
For you, Mike.
That's good.
Question
Who's
for you,
it?
Mike. How big, like, is this city compared to other stuff?
It's a really big city. It's rivaling New Organia.
Okay.
I'd say if you were to take the different islands and condense them, it'd be equal to Celestia.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come back to the table. Sit down.
So a nice sign. So do we want to talk to them tonight? The scroll strikers?
Is there time? What time is it?
It's the sun is beginning to go down, so stores are starting to close up. The tavern's starting to fill. There's already some live music of people playing like violins and flutes that sound very like, you know, Mediterranean-ish. You know?
Oh, by the way, did you know that if you go up there and you dance or something, people will give you money? It's really interesting.
What were you do? Oh no, I was here, right?
I mean, I was just exercising and people gave me tons of money. I don't know why, but I appreciate it.
It's a form of entertainment, and it's like a play or a theater production or something.
How did you
Along
not
the
get
same lines.
nervous? Everyone's watching you?
I mean, I wasn't watching them.
About that time that the mid-aged woman, darker skin, rolls up. She has an apron on. She goes, Miss Fox, she's the the owner of the tavern. I forget. I know there's a word that I'm thinking of, but she just kind of comes up. She goes, Anir did say to make sure all your drinks are filled up. Do you guys need anything?
I think I'm okay for right now.
Okay, sure. You guys just let me know. Anir said he was stepping out for a bit, but he'll be back later.
He's gonna go very far.
Yeah, we hear that all the time. Don't say that to his face. It just hurts.
Yeah, I already did that earlier.
She's already like at the
question
next couple
for
tables.
you. The lady, she's still here.
She like grabs a quick order and then like coming back, you grab her attention. Yes, dear.
I do know where the scroll striker. Sorry, now I got all the words in my head.
Scroll striker, stress.
Oh no, you're making it worse.
Nope. Nope.
I'm gonna have no words in my head that are right from now on. Okay. Do you know where, like, that establishment was, the home was that had that theft?
I mean, not specifically. We don't really go up, you know, to the upper city, but I would assume many of the scroll strikers would have houses near the academy, near Struman. You just follow up the stairs. I don't know why I'm giving her a southern accent all of a sudden. If you just go up the stairs, it'll be the next upper city inn.
So they're all, like, together?
Typically, I mean, at least from as far as I know, what I hear from an ear.
Okay.
There's
Thank
only
you.
a few Luminari that are actually allowed, you know, up there, unless they have specific academy or council activities.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure. Anything you guys need?
All right, you guys ready to go?
You guys all also noticed in like while you guys are talking this in the mixture of the crowds that are coming in, a lot of them are enjoying drinks and are talking, or can tell that they're coming from work or from just leaving home to come up here and socialize. But I need all of you guys to give me perception checks.
15.
16.
18.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm bringing up my thing. 21.
Wow. Okay. All of you guys notice. Actually, Dealey, you notice first. Anir's father tap a gold coin on the table, and you can just hear it as he gives a look around. He steps up and starts walking to a back room. The rest of you guys do not quite see that, but you can see about 5 or 6 other people, prominent men and women, all slowly, nonchalantly making their way to a back room as well.
And they're all doing the gold coin tapping?
It just seemed like it was possibly a signal done by the older Centauri.
I'll point it out really quietly. That's interesting.
Secret meeting?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe it's like a tavern meeting or something. Well,
Sure, they have their reasons.
yeah. Should we just head out now, though?
Yeah, we should be respectful of it, and let's go out.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys heading out?
I'm gonna disguise self, though, and be human make-I.
Okay.
I'm cute blonde girl.
You guys are doing this in the tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah, just before. I mean, everybody is already seeing all this change happen anyway, so.
Cool.
I will change the very few things that are different between ASMRs and humans. So probably just my eyes.
Maybe make your skin slightly a little bit more flushed, not as quite pale, but yeah.
I look like a giant old man.
Charlie, how you doing? Getting back holding up there. Perfect. Yeah, as you walk out, I mean that kid's like staring at you guys again. And you hear him like whisper to the person with him, like in a confusion. But you do seem to have already won over most of the people in the tavern. They all kind of nod, and a few people, wow, like there's whispers of what you've done, but that's about it. Yeah, you guys, are you making your way out of the tavern?
Yes.
So you head out. The city, described as before, is a lot of rotund marble worked, sort of like with the dome style architecture here. A lot of it seems very old, but there is elements of like older with the newer as well. And even a lot of this, as the city kind of grows out to almost like a cone shape, it almost seems to be carved into the mountain, which is very interesting to you. It seems beyond handwork or technology, maybe some sort of magic assisted in it. The night is yours. The clouds are still, the clouds are still hung down low and over. And Ananias, you just get that prickle of a storm on the horizon, kind of that feel of something heading in, but could be on the other side of the mountain. You're not quite sure. But
It's a nice storm, I feel, or is it the mean storm?
give me a. Go ahead and give me, what we usually do charisma with yours, right? When you're trying to attach to your affinity? Is that your spell casting, or is it wisdom?
Oh wow, it's been a while. I don't
Been a
know.
while.
It's wisdom.
Yeah, my spell
Your
casting's
wisdom.
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 So.
Go ahead and roll wisdom for me.
It's the funny storm.
13.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. You've been a while since you felt that presence of the storm. You can feel the electricity and the pressure in the air of that changing of a weather. You're not quite sure.
Okay.
Okay.
The lanterns are lit with those fire gems that seem to be floating in the middle of these street lamps that light up everywhere. Everyone kind of seems to be heading to taverns or home, and you can look up the main alleyway up to stairs that head a circular marble wall that is gold and blue, and then there's some warehousing and a really ornate, almost cathedral-looking building, and then the 9 towers that lead up to a central one.
So, you three, since you can see things and I never see anything, maybe you should keep an eye out for 3 teenager to kid-looking people, or the Hanasuken person that was watching earlier. So,
Sounds good.
She signs. How old are they?
16, 10, and 6.
Oh.
About maybe their birthdays. I can't remember right now. It's been 3 months, so
That's fair.
but
I'll have your hair color.
yeah, we're all blonde.
I mean, how many blonde people could there be around here?
Probably a lot.
Nice points to her fake blonde hair.
When I got up from the table, I contacted my brother Byron, and he sounds like he might be in some sort of trouble. So
He said something back.
yeah, he said something back this time.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a really good thing.
Hey, bro,
But-
said I'm fine.
He doesn't sound like he's doing very good, and it almost sounds like there's something bad, some trouble he's in. So
All right.
I'll
Just
see what we
keep
can
an
do
eye
about
out.
that.
Yeah. I'm looking around.
Since he asked, I'm like, like every street, every alley, I'm looking so hard.
Sure. Go give me a
And
perception check.
Do you want a higher
Yeah.
higher view?
What do you mean?
Put you up on my shoulder.
I got a 22.
Adorable.
I'm assisting Anais by holding her up on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Alright, and I see you can get advantage.
I have been kind of saying too that the whole like blonde girl thing, I look probably younger anyway because I'm
Okay.
so short.
Well, maybe a
So it actually
granddaughter.
works out
The granddaughter of the
pretty
old man.
well.
Yeah, you guys are looking at this old man surprisingly holding up a younger-ish child pretty well. Some old age strength there.
Wow.
Amazing.
It's all those Werthers.
21. Oh, do I roll advantage because he's doing
Advantage.
that?
Yeah.
I got a 22.
22. Yeah.
22 as well.
You're feeling 22.
Are you just looking for anything suspicious? Are you looking for them particularly?
Them.
Them?
And the Hanasuken person.
I rolled a 19 looking for blonde people.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Tahoe, you
I
found
see
one
blonde people. It's nice.
on your shoulder. No, there are a handful of blonde people here in this part of town. But they all seem to be
Maybe-
very well robed and walking towards the upper part of town.
Okay. I can deduce then that that's not quite what I'm looking for.
Definitely not. And the two of you guys, as you're walking and looking around, there is one time you notice someone looking at you from an alley, but then when you look over, it's just a kid sweeping. You don't quite see anything out of the ordinary. It's just you guys look weird for being here. You don't quite fit into the student or the luminary side of it. You sort of seem, you just sort of seem out of place. Not as much as like you were before, like you're not like sticking out, but there is a little bit of like, all right, they must be travelers, they must be merchants, etc.
Yeah, but human travelers.
Are you guys where are you guys directly heading? Are you heading to the upper city, the upper ward?
Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm leading them.
Rest of you guys still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following.
I think at one point Anais just says to Kahu, I can see so much more than normal.
It has its advantages.
Pretty nice.
Like
I'm
2 feet
amazed at how
taller
much
than
you
you.
see normally. It's crazy. Your perception's uncanny.
Thank you.
What the two of you do pick up on as you're walking, and you can see as you're walking up, there's a white and golden garbed like city guard, and there are two of them guarding like not even a gate, it's just an archway that leads to the next ward. They're just kind of standing there. But as you're walking up towards us, you notice that one of the buildings, like the smokestacks, seem to have stopped in the warehouse side. A lot of different lights seem to be on, and in the cathedral one, but all of the towers seem to be unlit except for the central one. Seems to have very bright light up at the top, sort of chamber or gathering area up there. You're not quite sure. You can see like a balcony, but at your angle, you can't see into whatever is there.
Okay.
What's the general mood of the crowd? Do they seem like this is like a normal thing, or do people look kind of like looking at it? Do you know what I mean? They seem worried.
Here, everyone seems pretty normal. You know, a few like, oh, look, you know, someone's in the tower sort of thing, but there's no purpose behind it or weirdness or...
Okay.
It is, it doesn't seem like it's a commonplace, like as in like, oh, that's every single night it's like that, but there are a few other people that notice activity up there, but that's, you don't seem
So
like
it doesn't
everyone.
seem like it's like this
like not a
happens every night.
danger
It's like-
warning or like, oh
Yeah.
no, like something's happening. Yeah, no,
yeah.
nothing like that.
Okay.
But
So I'll just kind of to lead the direction towards the upper city.
are you guys doing anything specific as you pass the guards? Are you saying anything to them or?
Not unless they talk. But we're just
No.
looking like a mission, because we do.
As you all
Looking confidence.
pass through, before you do, with your perception checks, both Makai and Anais, you do see two blue stones, gems, stuck into the walls at the archway with some runic scribbling around it.
Oh no. Hey,
Giant.
Zachary.
What?
What are those things?
You guys are about 20 feet from the gate now. Like the guards have seen you walking up towards them.
Can I take a glance at him and see if I recognize anything about this?
Sure, give me an arcane check.
Sure.
Can I also do it?
Yeah.
Do they look like runes I've seen before?
I'll let they do not look like yours specifically.
Okay.
But I will let two people do it or one person with advantage.
I got a 22.
Oh, nice.
I got a 23. So
Yay!
Some- As you look at it, both of you can tell they are arcane in nature, and it has an abjuration touch to it.
I don't remember
Okay.
what that does.
it's protective stuff.
Protective, or I'm trying to think of a better abjuration. 5e. Abjuration School of Magic encompasses protective spells, create a physical or magical barrier, negate magic or physical abilities, harm trespassers, or even banish the subject of the spell to another plane of existence.
So based off of it being in a gate, have I had any experience in New Organia or Celestia that would make any sense why those would be there?
You have not specifically come across anything like that.
Okay, I walk through then. So
Cool. As you guys do, halt. You kind of hear from one of the guards as you look around, and all of your disguises drop. Seems that the magic has been dispelled.
Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen.
Wah wah.
So, would you like to explain disguises? Where are you headed?
We going to a scroll striker, and we didn't want to be stared at on our walk over here.
Which striker?
That's all. Ikuro Dao.
You have an appointment?
No, but we were told that we could come here. We were advised
What's your purpose?
to talk.
About? He looks like he's losing
We-
patience.
I'll step forward. I probably don't look much different at all if they were paying like super close
No,
attention
yeah,
to
you
me.
didn't change too
Yeah.
much. The rest of you three really did, and
Sorry. They would stand out a ton here.
obviously.
We want to assist in. We heard they had issues with break-in. We would like to offer our services to them.
You see him looking down at like not quite a clipboard, but like a notebook of different like records. Zachary, Ranji, you all arrived earlier today, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That's correct.
Wait here. And you see him walk a good 15 feet away. The other one's kind of like just looking you over, little hand on his sword, but not, not aggressively. And you see him pull out a sending stone and seems to make some sort of call or say. You guys doing anything else particularly, or just kind of holding on?
You know what's interesting is when I was looking like an old man, I didn't feel old. So it doesn't like change you at all, does it?
No, it's just an
Just
illusion.
how you look. That's it. It's
You
not
can
like when
still
you
fight
actually
just as
grow
good.
tall or anything. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Just first time playing with something like that. It's really weird.
Illusion, just for
Someone
fun.
Someone could underestimate you and think that you're weak, and then suddenly
You
you're
could
not.
do whatever you want.
I'm
Tom's
guessing
mind is being open to the possibilities.
the other guard is, I'm guessing you're not academy students then.
No.
Oh, we just
No.
came into town. Sorry.
Not this academy.
Interesting. All right.
I'm guessing you're not either.
No, I'm not. Wasn't smart enough to make it. Did make it into the tower guard though. We take security and privacy quite high here. Controlling Vegtech and everything. Kind of eyeing everyone over. The other guy does come back. Kind of gives you just a don't cause any trouble. 3 streets down to the left. We'll be waiting for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna roll insight on him.
What are you
It's a
inciting?
trap.
What? I want to see if I just want to see what his mood is, but I rolled horrifically, so. I got a 10.
10? Yeah, he seems like a guy at the end of a shift who had to deal with people trying to walk through with a disguise on and is now in a heightened sense of alertness.
Okay.
All you can pick up.
Sure.
You guys continue on?
Yeah,
Yep.
can we use the disguise thing again?
Wanna try?
I guess it would depend on how far away we are.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you're only going 3 blocks up.
Find somewhere.
Are you going the full 3 blocks, or are you trying to get off into an alley to do that?
Do we think we should keep doing this or no?
I don't think
Since
it
that-
matters for you guys. Here, I'll do it to me though. I'll just like quickly change the eyes and skin slightly.
Nothing happened.
So
Oh no.
Oh, it doesn't work? Here? Okay.
Now we just look silly in our hats.
I look great in my hat.
Alright, let's go.
You now see 2 more tower guards seem to walk out of alleys about 3 blocks up on the other side of the street, and they're talking to each other, but it's fairly obvious that they're keeping an eye on you guys.
do I have any idea with my role why my stuff doesn't work?
With that roll, I would say you get the idea that there maybe is an ongoing magic here. That it could, and you'd have to investigate on the source of it and why. But that somehow there's magic here suppressing. Maybe magic that is not authorized. The runes there seem kind of like, it reminds you, both of you, of the alarm spell, where it's an ongoing effect that is tied to a source.
Can I, with that too, can I try to just do a quick...
Yeah, I want to do a cantrip prestidigitation just on my
yeah.
hand and see if that works.
Sure, go ahead.
You know what I'm realizing as we're walking here right now? If I would have went and changed my clothes to look more like everybody else's, it probably wouldn't have changed after we walked through the gate.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, the clothes are not magical.
What are you trying to cast?
Prestidigitation in my hand, just a little orb.
Yeah, orb works.
I could do guidance. I would assume you can just feel like something.
You feel the magic activating. You do see the guard that was watching you kind of stop talking and then go back. They're very on edge.
Okay.
You're outside.
Insight check how everybody's looking.
Yeah, you can give me an insight check. Specifically the guards, or?
Yes.
Yeah. And as you're walking, there are a lot of students, younger,
13,
little around Zachary's age, maybe a year less underneath or older. Some at Ananias's age, as they're walking around, and they're wearing red robes that all kind of signify them. They have books in their hands, and a few give you a look and just kind of move on. They all seem very busy. And then there are others. There's a few, very few that you see, older, that seem to be wearing white robes with red trim work on it. What was your roll for insight? Sorry.
13.
13? Just a heightened sense of you're outsiders and there's been a break in here and they're just trying to keep the peace. What you get?
We should probably try not to do anything that worries them more.
It's fair.
Okay, just wanted to test something.
Me
Experimental.
too. Anais will sign like before we get into wherever we're supposed to go. She's like, "Are you gonna tell them that you're their brother, or that you're looking for your brothers? How personal are we
We'll
getting?
see
there?"
how it comes up. I mean, see if they notice I'm ASMR, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Honesty might be good, potentially.
Yeah, maybe. And I will go to the house, whatever house they mentioned.
You guys make it up to the intersection. There's 2 tower guards here. Other side of the street as you turn left. And now you're going down a side street. And this is cobblestone stonework underneath. There's kind of a nicer, just fresher smell of the irises and bushes that are in the gardens here and roses that have bloomed. It's strange that there's flowers in winter. Seems arcane. But it's a very ornate kind of like, it feels like an old town feel if you've ever gone to like a Williamsburg or like a historical section where it's brick and with like marble trim work on the architecture. It seems like houses, and they're all lit with these same lanterns. And you do see the same blue gem stoned with arcane runes on each like doorway. But as you're looking down about 2 blocks, you see a bit of an older man. You can see about Brick Harris's age, or maybe even oh, it's been so long since I brought up the name. Zach, your guy. You were employed by him. Why am I blanking? Poor guy.
Turn.
Turn. Archivist Turn. Very similar to him, but he is wearing blue robes, has glasses, kind of that are the half moon glasses underneath with long, kind of flowing grayish hair, beard. He's got golden earrings on, and a necklace of beads of red and orange. He's just kind of waiting for you. And as you walk up, you see him wave a hand, and you can actually see a mirrored, almost arcane energy fade away as you step through the grounds to his house and then kind of form back up. I was told I was to expect visitors.
Good evening. Are you Heiko or Tao?
Seems that you would know who I am if you were looking for me. Who are you? I'm at a disadvantage.
My name is Zachary.
I'm Mikai.
My
That's
friend's
nice.
here.
Kahu.
Thank you for your
Hello.
names, but I don't believe that answers the question of who are you? Why are you disturbing my domain?
Well, I've heard some rumors, and seems the guard is up around here because there was a break-in here.
You are well informed. Kind of points up to the second floor, and there is a kind of broken glass at kind of like the entranceway to a room up there.
And I would like to offer my assistance in tracking down those involved.
You are working for the Tower Guard. Do not look like official representatives.
This is not official business. This is me offering it up to aid you.
And why would I accept that? What is your personal stake here?
I'll like slightly brighten my staff light a little bit and like show my features more and be like, it may be my brothers who were involved. And I'm worried they're in trouble.
So distracted by Ranger in the back. He's adorable.
I'm sorry.
No, it's adorable. I love it. There's just a stray dog in the background that he gets distracted by. I see. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, it's a 21.
Heck yeah.
What were the two you rolled?
I got a 13 and a 15, so.
Dang.
It's those baby blue eyes. I just can't say no.
Please, some more.
Can't say snow.
You do see his curiosity rise at your arcane abilities and then your mention of the brothers. He doesn't say anything but turns around and the door opens on its own and he walks inside. The door stays open.
I think
Nice
we're
pokes.
good to go in.
Nice pokes Hakayo and just says, okay, I don't think I'll fit through the door if I'm up here.
You're so
bad.
tall.
I have to duck usually too.
I'll lead the way in.
Cool.
Next time, I'll have to ride on your shoulders.
As you guys walk, as you walk in, there is. Give me another arcane check, you guys.
All of us?
Everyone, or just
Everybody.
Oh, good.
Teen!
Oh.
What'd you get?
19.
Oh, nice. 15 only.
19.
19?
I don't have a lot of arcane.
What?
Zachary, you seem to be a little bit more preoccupied with him and following him in and keeping the conversation going, kind of like the feel of everything. The two of you, as you walk in and you notice that blue gem, it doesn't flash or anything. But when you're on the opposite side, there's a green gem on the other side, and you do feel not quite a draining, but a disconnect from any arcane magic that you have.
All three of us do.
That including this?
We both got 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody that got over a 16 would feel
All of us.
feel this.
Right?
Yeah. Right, yeah.
15.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't hear Kahu's, my bad.
21.
Nice. Yeah. Kahu, you even more so get the idea that, and you've felt the opposite of this. You felt the freeing of your abilities before. This seems a very much even more potent suppression of them, and almost like an anti-magic feel. And any of you guys can turn around. You can see symbols around it, and they're handwritten. They seem more personal than the ones before. But you walk in. You see the guy. He is holding a staff, and he is doing magic. As you see levitating tea kettles, or a teapot that was on the stove already and steaming, and he floats over 4 cups to like a table in like a meeting area, like a reading room, a very, you know, like that room that's like no one ever sits in, but there's the uncomfortable chairs for when, you know, people come over, I guess, and you just want to get away. He seems to be keeping you all here, and gives you all just a chance to sit down and brings you all tea.
That is cool.
Cool
the
it is.
floating stuff. That's first time seeing something like that. I like it.
He looks back at Zachary. So, you said you are relative to your brothers?
Yes. So that's why it's something I'm invested in.
From what I understood, there was no contact between family members. Are we to speak openly? And he looks at the other 3 here.
Were they staying here?
He's waiting for an answer.
It's okay.
Yes. Your father sent Byron and the others here.
Thank you for caring for them.
Of course. Certainly go out of my way to take care of them, give them an opportunity, study, safety. And yet here they are, stealing. How did you know they were here?
You may have caught them with a stone or something previously. I believe there was a moment that
Byron is not one to follow rules. I see. So he called you here. And yet where is he? Not to greet you.
That's why I'm concerned. I mean, the youngest is 6 years old. I think something's going on.
That is why I have the other strikers out looking for.
Are you concerned about them? Have you seen anything in recent times that would show any indication of this?
Joseph has been sick for 2 weeks, but Byron has been growing increasingly disruptive, rebellious. I believe he has made some contacts with uncouth people in the city. Feels that I am being too restrictive here, keeping his safety in his ward. I don't know why it would cause him to steal from me, but maybe he's going to sell artifacts and start anew. Who knows? But he has something I want back. Very important to me.
A nice will sign to someone to translate for her, but she just signs sick with what?
I'll just ask, was the symptoms, and I'll describe Katrina's symptoms.
He's looking you over in eyes quite oddly. You are a strange bunch, travelers. Are you not the chosens that have been rumored of? That have been... News has been flying around the councils here?
I haven't been on the council, so I don't know what news you're talking about, but maybe.
He looks at Mankai and just kind of nods. Good. It does sound similar. Our mages and clerics, though not many clerics are here, all seem befuddled. None of our magic seems to affect it.
Happened to another one of my sisters too, and we were able to help her.
Can we help your brother, Zachary?
If we find him, hopefully.
So you say you have a cure for this ailment?
Potentially.
Kind of looks like he's... It's almost like a formulaic expression. He's thinking. There's variables going on in his head. Kind of goes quiet for a while.
What did they steal from you?
That is classified. Beyond your pay grade. Experimental magitech that I am creating directly for the council.
I mean, if we're going to help you track them down, we should at least have something.
I know what we're looking for.
Find your
Is
brothers.
it blue? Is it gray? Is it metal?
You see colors give away much information for the arcane that I already know and studied. Though I would assume the three of you are not aware of that. There's a bit of condensation stuck in that last one. He kind of looks between Kahu and Anais specifically, and kind of like they're more
You guys
elfish look.
I already know.
But
Not
we
many of them
didn't.
around here sort of look, yeah.
Well, you know, we didn't grow up here, so obviously not.
Obviously. Find your brothers. Return my items. I will continue to keep their safety my priority. Though,
It's not your priority now?
I am aware you are all contacts with the Centalis? Staying at a Luminar's tavern? If my information is correct.
No,
Doesn't
you
have to do
can.
with anything.
Yeah.
Why don't you just ask us if that's where we're staying?
Yeah,
Like,
you
you're
know
talking
that.
about, oh, I know so much, but you could just ask us and we'd tell you.
Yeah, and you know that near might have gone to the Centaurium where we might have also been. So, yeah. Just don't dance around things.
His face looks very cold as he's just looking at you.
I'm not playing that political game.
His politics. You see, my priority now is the safety of Vinali. And the information of artifacts not getting into the wrong hand. You are conspiring with the head of a terrorist and rebellious group. Then yes, that is my priority. was a bit of a snare at the last one.
He led us to you, and you're going to help us find his brothers to get your thing
Why
back?
do you think he led you to?
I insight check him and see if I'm like picking up a different thing that he's trying to say right now.
Sure.
19.
What are you trying to pick up? Like, what are you trying to glean?
Like, I'm trying to glean because he's saying one thing, like my priority is this, my priority is this, but is he actually trying to, like, is that his actual priority, or is he just trying to like showboat power?
You don't get a
Move,
showboating
like-
feel from him. I mean, he does seem confident and condescending of who he is and his abilities, but this is not a showboating. This is it feels inquisitive. Feels like he's trying to figure out your intentions.
As like it looks like things are starting to escalate, like Anais will like poke like a Makai and sign, "We can't screw this up for him. Play along."
Okay.
You see him sign back. Play along with what?
She just signs, not talking back, I guess.
That would be wise. He just signs.
Zach just kind of like annoyedly looks at everybody.
Yeah,
Wait,
Zachary's doing like really good for once. The rest are the ones messing it up for him. No,
Zach hears in his head, "I'll follow how you want to play this."
but you just see him. He continues on in signing and speaking now that he realizes that you need it. There are many languages of the arcane.
So, are you accusing us of being aligned with a terrorist group?
I'm not accusing anyone of anything. That is not my job. I am curious as to why your relatives who are in safety here have gone missing at the same time that my artifact was stolen.
Have
With-
you seen anybody? Oh, you're just finishing.
With connections with the Luminari. And now you show up staying with the Luminari and arrive at my doorstep. Could you imagine my concern?
No, because we don't really understand the political climate of the city.
Maybe you should enlighten yourself.
Maybe someone should tell me.
She
Hey.
signs.
Nice, like I said it very nicely.
At the tail end, though, when he says enlighten yourself, he says silvering. You notice a recognition of your condition.
Yeah.
I make sure to enlighten myself of many things of this world. I would advise you do the same before knocking at one's doorstep. So, where do we
Anais
go
will
from
s-
here? And you see him
Anais
start
will
pouring
sign-
extra cups again. Go ahead, Anais.
Anais will sign. So you think that the people that Byron was associated with influenced him to steal this artifact, and you think it's associated with the Centalis?
I do not know either way. I know the facts, and I'm trying to find them, get to the bottom of the truth. I am not one to make assumptions or intentions. I'm one that works in facts and
Okay,
looks
so-
at the details of the investigation.
The facts would be Byron was hanging out with people that you didn't like. Who were they?
The Luminars.
Okay. So you don't know if they were the ones that influenced them to steal. That was just a concern.
I have known that Byron has skipped his courses multiple times to meet with others that are joined in with the Luminars, especially the Centalis, who are known to be rebellious in nature.
You don't think they just became friends and that's all it was?
I don't know.
So, what about the other person that was seen with them then?
Speaking.
Right, that's what they're
On a Sukin garb-wearing person.
Yeah.
Zachary, do you say that? Or is that a...
Yeah,
Okay.
I say that.
I wasn't sure if you were telling me or if Zachary was saying that.
No, he seemed like he didn't know, so I clarified.
And where did this information come? And I'm sorry, there's a lot going on. And Nice, did you say Nier said that out loud?
No.
Okay. And where's this information you've gathered come from?
But we were told that there were 3 kids and a Hanasukan wearing garb-wearing person.
Not part of the official reports. Nothing I
Okay.
witnessed. I was very intrigued.
So you did not witness that, but you did witness the other 3.
Not witness them stealing. Heard the crash from upstairs. When I went upstairs, my artifact was gone, and the 3 were not here.
Okay, so this may be new information for you then.
He just kind of smiles in a... He doesn't like not knowing information that other people in the room know, sort of look.
I'm so happy that he's getting humbled a little bit right now.
I'm sure Meikai is, yeah.
Just
I was writing
sipping
this
the
guy, I was
tea.
like, man, of all people, I know Meikai is not gonna like this guy.
I want to be looking around the room because I'm not gonna try to engage anymore.
Yeah, you look
Gonna
around
spill
and
my
it's,
tea on me.
kind of that very gaudy, like, just upscale furniture, and there's items and charts behind glasswork and planetarium sort of things. Doesn't seem like anything valuable arcanely is down here, but there does seem to be a lot of just certificates of study and a few things like that. There's a desk down here.
degrees.
Yeah,
Whoa.
totally.
Yeah.
Do the astronomy charts look accurate?
Give me a give me a intelligence, just straight intelligence.
I can't use my
You can convince
astronomy
me of something.
tool capabilities on this.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and give me intelligence with proficiency.
Okay. The 16.
16. You're kind of studying it a bit. You feel like, though this is more detailed as far as like naming of things and planetary things, it's missing stars and things that you all have marked before. You get maybe the feeling that maybe being in a city with more lights seems to blot out guys. You're used to a darkened mountaintop.
And school him. Just kidding. Don't. We want this to go well.
Like we'll be sneaking off to do missions from this point.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask again, where did you receive this information?
So we were told
From?
from the only person we've heard anything about that brought us to your door.
Centauri.
Yeah. And do you want us to go interview every single person and get all their eyewitness statements and then come back to you? I mean,
If that is your nature and how you want to investigate, you came to my
we
door.
are here to help you, and you keep trying to put walls up for us. Do you want our help or not?
I have let you into my house. I am just trying to
Thanks.
understand my own information. Have I
Okay.
stopped you from making your own investigation? From witnessing? From going and looking
Yeah.
up and making your own?
We are at the scene of the crime, interviewing the
I believe
victim.
He gives
I
that.
believe what he's trying to say is if we ask him if we can take a look upstairs, he might be willing.
He gives that. Yeah, I mean, he's already like making a motion to the upstairs to like where the actual scene of the crime is. I don't believe you'll find a wall between that room and here.
Right. So,
Hey, Vix. Thanks so much for the cheers. How you doing? Vix is like, calm down, everybody. Calm down. Let's take a breather.
Get fired up! We haven't seen Zach's ass in a while. It always throws me off. It just comes so suddenly.
See, him and Makai could like really like wail on people. If they wanted.
so
No.
we are here to help. Do you want our help?
You are more than happy to make your own investigation. I think you would understand my intrigue of how the four of you have information that I don't, and curious as to who it was delivered through. There's obvious suspicion and disdain towards Centauri and then any or anytime brought up.
Anyways,
And
yes
I
or no?
sign
Do you want
a
our help?
nice.
Already agreed to let you look. Have I not?
That's not saying do you want our help. Do you want our help or not?
Retrieve the artifact. Brothers, remain safe. And out of the eye.
Still have not answered the question.
And I
Yes
will
or
get
no?
up and just go upstairs. Like,
Okay,
she just like
I'm
nods to
sitting
him
with
and
this
starts.
I'm staying with this guy. Do you want our help?
I'm gonna go ahead upstairs with the eyes.
You give Zachary, can you explain to me more the intent behind the question? Let's put it that way. He seems very like eyeing you curious as to your anger.
He's not angry. He's just saying, do you
Just
want us to
frustration.
help you with this investigation or not? Yes or no?
He just
It's-
continues. I would enjoy any help I could have. But
So that's a
again,
yes.
you are free to make your own investigation. I will make mine with the information you present to me.
So it's a yes. You want us helping.
Sure. If that is what you are looking for.
I don't know. Is that what I'm looking for?
Do not
He just
understand the
wants to find
circular
his
question.
brothers.
That's
He
why-
just wants to find his.
And I am not stopping any of you. I have invited you into my house. I'm giving you access to the room where the item was disclosed. I've told you what I know. I do not understand the hostilities presenting here.
It's
I'm
the
not
way.
trying to be hostile. I'm trying to ask you a question. You won't give me a direct answer.
The direct answer
So that
is,
makes it so it's hard to trust you.
you see, I just met you. So I'm not going to put an answer either
Exactly.
way.
Same boat.
Exactly.
Do you want help or not?
He's already said yes.
I
Yes.
never said yes.
Yeah,
He did.
said yes like
He said yes like 3 times. That's what I'm saying. Like he's sitting here like looking at you kind of like I've already answered you.
Okay, so yes is your answer.
I'm not tying myself to any of you all, but yes, if you are going to investigate, have at it. Give me the information you have, we can work together. Return my item, and I will continue to keep the eye of the council and any authorities off of your brethren.
Again, we don't know what the item is, so how can we return something that we don't know what we're returning?
Can you at least give us like a size?
You'll know.
Oh,
I'm dense. Maybe I won't know. You should probably give us something.
He makes an arcane illusion with his hand, and there's a runic that seems very personal. You notice, like anytime you make your own magic, there seems to be like a personal feel to it. It will have this rune associated with it.
alright.
I recognize the rune in any way.
It's just
have
like
any
it seems.
ties?
It just seems to be like a personal name, sort of like as if like an artist puts his name on a piece of art. It's like
Mhm.
his personal tie of a rune that would be on magic that he's created.
Okay.
It's really cool that you're working on it. try to find it and get his brothers. We literally only want to find his brothers and
I
try
am
to
not
help
stopping any one of you from finding his family.
Meanwhile,
I'm-
Kahu
Though
is
I hope
being
you would
very
understand,
productive upstairs.
as a scroll striker, the control of information and security of items is my utmost priority.
Control.
Okay.
Okay.
Hence why
Sounds good.
I cannot give you the information of that
Mhm.
item.
Okay.
Controlling. Good.
No. Okay.
So, I'm gonna go
I'm
look upstairs.
sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry
You have 30 minutes.
that we got off on the wrong foot. Is there anything you wish to ask? Because
I-
I'm not very good at investigating.
I believe I have gained all that I need. Zach, are you already heading up?
Yeah.
As you do, I see that you share the same streak of resilience that your brother Byron showed. You just-
This can be real good as I walk out.
Starts floating the cup, like even from your hand, Kahu. Like it seems
I'm already
the
upstairs.
Wait, yeah,
now.
Oh, you went as well? Okay. I just-
They both went.
I heard Anais, I didn't hear Kahu.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyone that's still holding a teacup or anything like that is just out of their hand. And he's turning his back to the kitchen. You guys have 30 minutes to go investigate stuff. But it does seem things have cooled off and gone not as warm as it was starting to head towards. But he does allow you to go up. So you guys have a head start for sure. Anais and Kahu, as you're going up, you kind of hear the back and forth between Zachary and the scroll striker of wanting to say yes and the continued back and forth on Anir. As you head up, there is a open door, and up at the top of the stairs there are two other doors that are closed. But you can look over, and from the same, you look over left, and it's the room out to where that window was. And as you look, this is a large bookcased room with different books and scrolls, and there's a table in the middle. And from what you can immediately notice, there seems to be a holder, almost like something you'd put like a necklace in, and it seems like it has 10 beads, but the item is missing. It's like something that would be holding it. And then 2 more cases next to it that are empty. You guys can give me investigation looks, or is there anything particular that you're looking? It's shattered glass is still standing there. It seems like nothing has really been touched.
Yeah, I'll be looking.
Cool.
You need me to lift anything? I'm looking as well, but
Would you roll?
natural 20
Natural 20!
I just got
for a total of a 22.
Yeah!
Nice.
Go Kahu!
What'd you get a nice?
Oh, 12. Not
12.
good at all.
Yeah, you're more preoccupied by, just seems like more of the valuable items are either missing or maybe like closed off somewhere else. You're kind of looking around it. You kind of get distracted at the books, and a lot of them are like in arcane languages that you don't even recognize, or other languages. Kahu, what you specifically notice here is that the glass is, there's a few shards here, but as you kind of look around the pane of the window, it seems that more of the glass is breaking outwards and not inwards, which possibly to you suggests maybe it was broken from the inside, not the outside. Is there anything else specifically you guys are looking for? Kind of comb through everything, and that's the immediate sort of things that you guys come across.
Seem like there's anything else that's missing besides this necklace? Like they're trying to use this as an escape for something else being taken?
from what you're looking at on the table, it seems like that's been taken, or at least put away for, you know, safekeeping. But as you look around, you're looking through the books and the scrolls. And there is a section that you find under medicine where a book seems to be missing. And it's about this time that Zachary comes storming up the stairs.
I'm trying to fix the brother.
I will start looking around the room.
Sure. How are you looking? What are you looking for?
Investigating the room, I guess.
Are you guys?
Seem like there's anything like explosions that broke the glass out, or does it seem like it was like force broken, like
with your nat 20? It seems more bludgeoning or force.
Okay.
So are you guys like kind of catching them on what you find?
Yeah, we probably would have told him.
Zachary, you can either go. Yeah, you can go ahead and give me investigation.
Okay. Does guidance not work for me if I try to do guidance?
Yeah, no, it works.
I'll fill you
Yeah.
in too on what I found so far.
Mm-hmm. Mika, are you staying downstairs or are you going upstairs?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to try to talk to this guy and ask him magic questions.
And
Sure.
when I
Not in an
don't see
annoying way.
Makai
We'll come
showing
back to
up behind Zach soon after, I'm gonna pat Zach on the back and say good luck. I'm gonna head downstairs.
Okay. We'll say it's about, you guys get like 10 minutes where you're looking. Zachary comes up, about another 5 minutes, and then you kind of go back down just to give Makai and this guy a little bit of time. So what'd you roll?
27.
Woo!
I
27.
rolled 4 on the guidance, so that helped a lot.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
you're focused. You're ready
brother
to.
sense.
Yeah, you're ready to
Mighty
find
hunter.
stuff that will show this guy up.
And I've already given him a good head start.
Yeah.
I will say, on top of everything that they've already found, and you confirm the things, you notice that there's, as you're looking up, that there seems to be like a bit of a wooden plank, like a square, slightly off. And then you also notice, as you're looking at this display, small arcane runes on it that with your check you can quickly decipher as some sort of, I can't find a better way to say this than a arcane NDA. Like, it seems that whatever is on here is a magic that's made that you're not supposed to talk, like you can't speak of it. And you start putting the 2 and 2 together and realize the guy wasn't being a jerk. He literally couldn't speak of this magic item.
Okay.
Because that was a really high roll.
Yeah. I'll go look at the plank then.
Okay. Kind of grab a chair and kind of go up and look at the plank, and it heads into the attic. I'll jump back to you. Makai.
Mhm.
Jump downstairs. His back's to you in the kitchen. He's sort of like turning and looking at you. And
Can I ask you a magic question?
I do normally charge for my teaching hours, but sure, why not? Humor me.
And Anir couldn't answer it, so I thought maybe, you being more knowledgeable, you could.
That doesn't work on me. Ask your question.
Okay. So, is there magic that can age not just a person, but like an entire city up? Like, ages people? Is that like a thing? Is that like a magic thing?
You get a quick sense of like a reaction of, I can't tell if she's stupid or like, almost not stupid, but like young and like asking me like a really crazy like conspiracy that she's heard before, or if you're serious. And it's like a little like he has to readjust and kind of come back to his normal places
look
he sees
serious,
yeah, I
too,
know.
like-
Yeah, he kind of has to readjust as he's realizing you're serious, and like it's the same thing of like asking someone like in New York, be like, hey, are the like pizza eating rats like here, like real? Like
yeah.
I mean, in theory, there is aging magic, but to do it on a scale for a city is nothing practical. It's like waiting for more. It's confused.
Well, I mean, I don't really know how much I can talk about it because I didn't see it myself. But I keep hearing rumors about something going down in Hanasuka that's similar. And I was wondering if, like, any artifacts or something went missing that do such things, and that maybe they got into the wrong hands or something.
We are again very high on security here in Finale. Minus the artifact that is missing from upstairs. We don't let anything out of our hands here. There's nothing I'm aware of that does that or capable of that. At least at my rank.
Okay. I just wanted to ask. So, that's good to know.
Is this what you have heard of occurrences in Hanasuka firsthand?
It says that all of the older people keep getting older and all the young people are fine. I really don't, I mean, it just was kind of like said, and I don't really have any other context. So I was just curious.
Well, that is beyond my expertise, though it sounds more of a Inquisitor problem. I'm sure you can go have them go check this out for you.
Yeah.
So if you're
and Mike,
chosen's yourself, why don't you just go yourself?
Mike, really quick. Anir was the one who said that the ships were like trade behind Hanasuka. Was that it last time?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically there's just been no ships that have returned from Hanasuka.
I think this might have has something to do with the lack of ships and things that have come in. Not come in, actually.
Well, present it to the council or the Trades Guild. Though again, anything beyond Venali walls would be an Inquisitor authority.
Fair.
Again, we don't tend to take our gaze outside of the city often.
Same with my entire home country.
Seems quite common practice since the Great Divide.
Yeah.
About this time, Kahu creaking down the stairs. You have any more questions for him?
Nope.
Kahu, are you doing anything specific, or are you just kind of watching out for Makai?
Watching out for Makai, but I'm also going to head over and take a closer inspection of the planetary starfield map stuff.
Sure. Yeah, again, kind of the same thing. As you're looking, it seems like a lot of his studies are into the summer solstice, the same green light event that happens. That seems to be just a lot of kind of from what you pick up, any of sort of his books that he's written on, or other books that he's reading on, or planetary things that have aligned, and trying to figure out a source of it. Kind of what you pick up so far. We'll jump back to you. Zachary, as you're moving the plank up there. Anais, are you doing anything specific? Or are you just kind of assisting him? You're muted. You're double muted.
Okay, I'm good now. I think, yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be...
Rachel's going method tonight.
Yeah, I am. I would be helping look for stuff, but then once it was clear he found something, she would be helping him.
Okay. Hey, just kind of holding the chair here, make sure it doesn't fall or anything. Zachary, with your same investigation from before, as you're kind of looking up here, it's pretty empty. There's a few storage, just kind of normal attic storage boxes and things like that. But you do see obvious signs of footprints and dust that has been disturbed here recently from up here. And then you can see leaving in kind of around the back, put it this way, you feel a draft of wind coming in and some sort of like window pane kind of gently smacking against the sill up there that seems to be somewhat open.
Okay. I'll go over towards
With
the
that
window.
27, I will also say, as you get up there, you do notice drops of blood.
Are they fresh or dried?
Dried.
Okay.
Yeah, how long was that attack supposed to be? How long ago did they say
That was
that?
a
Was it
week
for-
ago?
About a
right?
week ago. Yeah, so it's dried.
Okay. I would go up
seems
into the attic
concurrent.
too, by the way.
Yeah, I'll help you up too.
Thanks.
The window, as
Okay.
you get to it, opens from the inside, not the outside. And you can see the droplets of blood trailing outside.
Because we've had something with elven blood, do I see anything with this blood being related to a specific race?
Either human or ASMR.
What color do you bleed?
Okay.
I mean,
I feel like
Yeah.
it's probably close.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
But
for
we
the
had a notable thing about elven blood, so I want to
Yeah.
just ask.
for the most part, I'd say everyone else is pretty similar. There's I'd probably say Tiefling and Triton would be like the only other ones that would be different. As well
Is
as
it a
Elvish.
lot of blood or just like drops?
There seemed more in the attic and it seems more in drops, as it's doesn't
Is
seem
there, like,
fatal
a-
or anything, but it just seems like a good cut.
If I like poke my head outside that window and I'm like looking around, does it look easy to get in or out of that window when it comes to like the roof? Like, is it one of those things like kind of anybody could climb it if they did it, or would you have to be like really, really skilled or have specific tools in order to get up here?
To get up to it, you'd have to be
Or
quite
climb
skilled.
down.
Yeah, to get up to it, you would need something or tools. And most I mean, you can get out onto the roof just fine from this window, but to get down, again, you'd probably need magic or some sort of rope or something to easily to do it without like a roll or anything.
Mhm.
Is it blood coming up and then out the window? Like that's the direction of
Yeah,
travel with
it seems like it's from inside heading outside. Like it
Okay.
was in the attic cooling, and it does not seem to be in the room or down into the room, but it seems to be up in the attic. And then
Like it originated in the attic? Like the original
there's just
wound?
there's just no evidence of it. You're not quite sure. You can roll medicine if you want. It's gonna be a pretty hard DC.
I'll roll medicine.
I mean, I'll try.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not a good roll.
20.
It's a 5.
And nice, you head back, and though you don't find anything on the floor, and the floor seems recently cleaned, you do see a small splatter on the wall that potentially this wound originated here in the room. Someone climbed up through the attic and
Okay, so that was the escape route, more likely, potentially, or someone.
Potentially.
Okay, so I'll kind of like wave, stick my
remember,
hand
you
up in
are-
the attic and wave it.
you also saw the window being blown out from
Yeah,
the
you're where the
inside
window
out.
blew out the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So now it
So-
seems two
Two.
exit ways.
Yeah.
without an entrance.
Yeah, so I'll like kind of wave my hand to you to have you come back over, and I'll show you.
You're in the main room? Like the
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look down at you.
I like do a little circle with the blood, and then I like point.
Like just a few droplets. It's hard to
So someone came up here who was bleeding. And it just looks like one with the amount of blood. Right?
From the blood, yes. From the markings, it seems like more.
From down below, it seems like more.
In the attic, it seems like it's more than one footstep.
Oh, like more people left this way,
Yeah.
just one injured. Okay.
Yeah, one was injured. Okay.
Say again with
How
your
many
investigation,
footsteps?
you would get probably 2 set of footsteps.
Do they look like 6 and 10-year-old footsteps?
Give me another investigation on that one.
I will guidance myself again on that for a total
Big feet or
of
little feet?
18.
You notice one of the footprints seems roughly your size, and the other seems pretty small. That could be equivalent to a 6-year-old.
Okay. I want to like start to lean out the window and see if I can see any trail of blood that way.
On the roof, you can. It looks like it goes off the roof. You'd probably have to go down and back.
Is there a direction like out of this yard?
So front door, side, and then so it'd be like the south side of the house.
So leaving not towards the street.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I'll come back and be like, we should ask him if we can maybe leave through the backyard. Blood went that way.
Axe nods, and she signs. Hey, why were you arguing with him so much?
No, it's just he's not answering questions directly. He's kind of talking down to us and avoiding answering stuff.
So, why does that matter?
Because he could be helping and not looking down upon us.
Yeah. It just seemed you and Makai were both getting so mad, and the more mad you got at him, the less he's going to help us. So what's the point of getting mad?
Well, I wanted to find out if he even cared to find my siblings or if he just is looking for his item. Does he care about my siblings at all? Or is he just being selfish and looking out for himself?
Yeah. Well, when we find your siblings, we can know how good of a caretaker he was.
Yeah.
But better to suck up to him now so we can get what we need.
Yeah. I'm not a suck up.
Or just sit there and let him be condescending. He doesn't. You're smarter than anyone I know. So it's not like you have anything to prove.
People who are going to be jerks to other people just because they're from a different place or for whatever reason, that's not cool in my book. So
It just seems like something that's reality. So you might as well work with it.
I'm not going to work with it. I'm going to change it.
It just might make things more difficult. I just don't want this to. I want to find your brothers.
I do too, but I'm not going to compromise.
She looks like she really disagrees with him and like is not convinced at all, but also you could tell she just is like, fine, we'll revisit this. Like
We have other pressing matters, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to say something to him instead? See if he'll let us go? Look in the backyard?
I can say something to him. They're my brothers. I'm going to hop down, though, and start kind of looking to see if I can find their room.
Yeah. You walk over and the first door next to this seems locked. But as you go down to the far end, the larger room does seem unlocked. You kind of just peek in. There are 3 beds there. 2 desks kind of back to back.
I want to investigate in here to see if there's any notes about people who they were in contact with or
I'd
any
be
clues
looking
that
too.
way.
Give me investigation rolls. Either both of you or one with advantage.
You want advantage, Mark?
Sure. I'll
You feel
guidance
better with
myself
that?
as
Okay.
well. Investigation.
Detective Zach is on the case, as usual.
24 this time.
Nice. You guys take a couple minutes to look through. We're gonna jump down to coffee real quick.
What?
Is there anything specific you are doing or wanting to ask?
I was gonna be sitting there looking at the star charts, and he's gonna be like, "Is there a reason why you use incomplete star charts out here?"
Just gives you a look as if like another one, giving him issue. I can assure you they are not in.
I mean, I can clearly see that you have, the full phoenix here and the silver rabbit, but the white fox, like, you're kind of... You have the white fox positioned incorrectly because there's a series of stars here that help guide you to a star that keeps you centered when you're traveling through
You
the
speaking
ocean
of
at
constellations,
night.
boy?
Yes.
Kind of walks over and he's like looking at me, and I'm not gonna name him, but he like actually gives like different names to him as like you've given him just like animals and like more tribalistic names. They seem more like constellation ones, but as he's looking at it, he kind of does seem like it would be missing a point if it was be a constellation. What do you mean though? How do you know?
Well, because I look at the night sky when I'm on the ocean and there's nothing around.
The ones that are missing seem to be less bright, washed out here. Trying to say.
Well, yes, there's even like, it almost seems like clouds through the sky sometimes.
Where are you from? Uswaga?
I am from Fusuaga.
I assumed so, of course. Maybe it would be wise to take a trip to a less lightened area when making these charts. Good observation.
Well, glad I could help a little bit. Also, are you aware that for some reason the window is blown outward? What's that all about?
It was blown inward. That was the entrance of the...
No, clearly there was a large amount of glass that was heading out the door than in. It was as though something bludgeoned it.
Maybe supporting the fact that suspects that were already living within the house left and stole my item from within. If that's what you're saying.
I think there's more than that. That window seems like it would take a lot of strength to break open. And unless somebody was clever enough to get past your arcane abilities, to use their own arcane powers, if his brothers are anything like him, without a stroke of luck, I don't know if they would have the muscle power. If you don't mind me saying.
I quite understand. Many that give their life to the library aren't quite the most disciplined in martial arts. Interesting observation. I'll take it into consideration. Though, I guess you should know, it did seem that there was a altar in my barrier the night this occurred.
Maybe. How so?
I'll chime up. What barrier?
He like points his staff towards the gem on the wall. The gems were somehow deactivated. something got past my magic, and I know for a fact that part was beyond the abilities of any one of those three boys.
So, that magic, is that the anti-disguise, like, illusion magic, and then also...
Please don't tell me you guys tried to come in here with disguises. And there's a little bit of a smirk on his face.
Why else do you think I'd be wearing this hat? Yeah, we didn't want to attract attention. More so.
I just heard the hat did cool things and I was trying it out.
Again, I would enlighten yourself on the magics and wherewithal of a city before trampling. But, yes, one would be the suppression of magical items. Mine is more of a anti-magic field, except for myself and those that I specifically give access to, like Byron.
If somebody was able to bypass it then and deactivate it, I like your dog. Deactivate it.
It's a stray. I don't know where it came from. Joking. His name's Lucky.
Do you think that if it was deactivated, that somebody could be posing as Byron and then be able to work? That's
no.
Like...
That is
okay.
Impossible.
Well.
The magics are connected directly to one's identity. Even a disguise would not suffice.
Well, how would one get through it then?
Powerful magic. A dispel greater than the magic surrounding the barrier. Hence, my interest into the potential boys' communications with the Centalis. They got access to something that could bypass my magic, and if they targeted my necklace. Or, he didn't say that, sorry. My artifact. Sorry, and Mark's like, hey!
Write that down!
I busted in. It's over.
Got him! You just see him like burn. No! No, sorry.
Can I pay attention to his voice and seem like if his voice is maybe coming from a slightly different spot than his mouth directly?
Give me an insight check. Or no, perception. We'll say perception. We'll say perception.
I just put lifts in my shoes.
Perception check, not an insight.
Yeah, we'll say perception because you're listening for his voice.
I feel like Kahu's discovered this whole new world
Yeah.
today, and it's
Mind blown.
Over the last 2 weeks, yeah, this is like salons, clocks.
This is me trying to like figure out if he is who he's saying he is.
Yeah.
So, perception-wise, it was a 7, but I'm still suspicious and kind of.
I'll give you the insight. I mean, I get what you were doing, but specifically the other one was a perception. As you kind of like lean one ear in, like really obviously, his voice is emanating from his mouth. What's your insight?
My insight? That was a bit better. 21.
21. You give a real strong look, and there doesn't seem to be. You remember dealing with the assassin that could change his look, and once you were able to understand it and see it, you could almost see the shimmer of the illusion. There's no sort of shimmer here. From what you can pick up without any sort of arcane abilities, seems to be legit in him in the flesh. But I'm gonna go to break real quick, and we'll come back with the result of Zachary's roll upstairs and continue the conversation if you guys want it anymore. So yeah, I'm super loving y'all's investigation into this whodunit mystery. It actually reminds me of the one shot that we ran for you guys a little bit. So, but yeah, we'll go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, we did a one shot based on an Amazon show, so it was like a whole murder mystery sort of like detective thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for dropping in. We're going to take a super quick break. We'll call it 7 minutes. So we'll come back a couple minutes after 9:35, so 9:37 or so. Go ahead and take a break. Take your dogs out, as we have plenty of dogs on screen and stuff like that today, which I love. So, all right, we'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. Nice timing there by Pip. Last second one. How you guys doing? We are back from break, and we'll jump right back into tonight's festivities as they are interrogating and investigating the house of Scroll Striker. Now I forgot his name. Ikora Tao. But we jump back in with upstairs. You're checking out the brothers' rooms. Your three brothers, Byron, Anselm, and Joseph. That was a 24,
really
if I remember correctly, right? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, really quick. Did he say the youngest was sick or
The middle, right?
No,
The middle was
the
sick?
youngest was sick.
Oh, the youngest was sick? Okay.
Right. So, with the 24, go and check in the room. The room seems like a lived-in boys' room. Somewhat messy, somewhat put together. There's a few areas of items that maybe have been collected by a few of the, boys. There's books on one side. It seems Byron has been studying. But there's also like a really rough clearing, and like as if this place, like someone grabbed their stuff really quick and left.
Potentially lots of stuff left behind.
As you're going through, though, there doesn't seem to be any sort of journal, personal writing, anything like that.
Okay. Also, does it look like they are well cared for here?
Yeah, it actually does. You can see the study materials, and nothing looks impoverished. Safe neighborhood. Everything that comes across as, without talking to like them, like to see how he's treated them, the environment that they've been raised in seems very accommodating.
Okay.
Way better
So,
than
yeah.
the ward that you guys were in.
So I'm just gonna grab like a personal item from each of their stuff and take it with me.
Go ahead and give me 3 D100 rolls.
Number 1, 60. Number 2, 54. Number 3 is 9.
All right. The first one you find at the desk. You would assume it's Byron's because it's just like a study desk. A glass bottle that you recognize of Celestian make with your family crest on the outside. Doesn't quite seem like anything's inside, but it maybe just like a sentimental bottle that was from home. The desks were kind of back to back, and so at the other desk you find a simple little rock or shard of amber. And oh, that's cute. That's actually really funny. And at the shelving over the last bed, the smallest of the beds, you find a little cactus in a pot.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's perfect.
So
perfect.
perfect.
So like Byron's, Anselm's, and
Yeah.
Okay.
We know it's the favorite sibling
Very, very well watered cactus.
now. Uh-oh.
Almost.
Yeah, wait, that's not a good thing.
It's
Okay.
it's looking like you shouldn't water it for a long time.
Well, it's had a week probably that hasn't been watered, so that's good.
Exactly.
uh,
But yeah, you might get the idea that your brother is maybe taking care of it like a plant.
I'll let this sit out for a little bit.
Replant it,
Yeah.
pour out some water, and take it with you.
Okay, so if I feel like there's nothing in here, I'll head back out.
Sure.
And I guess if I still have time, I'll go to the other room and just look.
Locked.
But no, the investigation room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can take 10, 15 minutes, however long you want. There's nothing else that really comes across to your attention.
Okay. So then I guess I will come downstairs.
Perfect. Kaho, you are still in conversation with him. Anais, are you going down first? You're just with him?
I'm just with him.
You're with him, okay.
And looking around and trying to take in everything I can too.
Cool.
He's just been doing the rolls.
About this time, you start hearing creaking upstairs. It sounds like they're beginning to come downstairs. If there's any final questions either two of you have. Or...
Is there any... Okay. I know we all got off on the wrong foot, and I do apologize, first of all. Is there any questions that you have for us, knowing what we are? Or is there no interest there?
What involvement do you have with Anir?
He was at the Centaurium. I mean...
So you have previous relationships with...
Vague ones. We were distracted with our own things. Do
you agree with his philosophy and view on government?
We did not talk about that when we were at the Centaurium. He was, like, literally all the conversation I have was, wow, you know magic? Yes, I do. Wow, that's very interesting. And then we kicked his butt.
It seemed like he's interested in bringing power to the people.
Kahu struck him down from the air.
Oh, at least one of you have had conversation.
About government? You talked to him about that stuff?
Yeah, we talk about philosophy and all kinds of things.
There you go.
Interesting that such an exclusive school of only, 12, 13 members? Barely even talked? Looking a little suspicious at you.
Okay. You know what the silver ring is, right? You pointed it out.
I do.
If somebody like me goes a place where people know of names and nicknames and rumors and things, you think that I really want to be making a lot of communications? Or do you think I'm going to try my best to be hiding and trying to keep on the down low and quiet and not making friends?
In my practices, those that hide are the ones that have some.
Because everybody ostracized me.
You're clearly a teacher. You've taught students, yes?
Good deduction.
You know, my observation skills are astounding sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's besides
Apparently.
the point.
There's a little, it's not a chuckle, but there's that quip back and forth, yeah. Especially when it's not directed at him.
If you put 12 people together from all walks of life, and you try to tell them to get along and to, you force them into groups, and there's a lot of angst. Some of those groups will do better at having conversations than others, and some may take time to pry.
From my point of view, and I know you disagree, but from my point of view, not knowing anything about Venali or anything really about the politics, meeting somebody like Anir who does a lot of magic and not really talking to him about this kind of stuff and just knowing that, hey, he hasn't, judged me on my silvering thing and he seems nice. Okay, that's, you don't think about what they may or may not have done. Like, do you understand? I don't, there's a completely clean slate that I just didn't know. And now I'm learning, which is very informative.
Do you want my honest take on that, or do you just want me to nod and agree?
I would like your honest take on it, because I feel like that helps me understand and grow and understand the culture of this city.
Honestly, I am one that judges actions more than word or status. In Venali, secrecy and control of knowledge is held precedent because of the atrocities that have happened here, the massacres of magic in the wrong. However, we are lucky enough to have an organization like the Inquisitors to. It is not for me to judge. However, from an outside's perspective, when you speak of two alleged criminals, for them to find common ground and a fresh start, you can understand my proclivity to wonder if you are aligned in your intentions in Venali.
Oh, he's talking about the silvering thing then. Right?
He's literally talking about you as being a silvering outcast and apparently Anir having some sort of criminal or just an outcasted sort of like reputation here, which is what he was meaning there. So you were speaking of fresh starts, and he kind of spoke to that, and like, so I see two criminals seemingly fine with each other, and you know, and you wonder what I think about it, was kind of what he was intending by that.
I mean, I understand that, but I didn't know that he was, accused of things. Like, I was kicked out of my country. If Anir did these things, then, well,
Yet
then
you
why
still work with him? You see, again, in Venali, ignorance is not forgiven.
Well, then I have a lot of sins on my list.
I am not one to judge you, but I am curious in the circles that you keep. You come at my door in an unofficial way. After staying with the Luminars, you could wonder why I would be, and still am, suspicious.
Okay, we came into the city looking for these brothers. We knew Nier by name because he's here. We asked, hey, have you seen these kids? And he said, you should talk to Scroll Striker Tau. And we're like, oh, okay, and now we're here. Like, that's literally it. We have not been conversing.
So your words say.
Yeah, and now we're here trying to help and investigate. And you're a very nice man. You have a lot of patience. I am very sorry.
Yeah, this is about the time that the two of you walked out when you're like, you have a lot of patience. And he's just like...
But I do appreciate you letting us in. And if we find out more information, we'll tell you. I mean, this is very important.
That is what is expected of this transaction, yeah.
Yeah.
You also would be good to remember that the Chosens did not carry a good reputation the last time they visited Valley either.
Now we know that. Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, the Chosens don't carry a good reputation in general.
Not
But
everywhere.
you yourself said of your own words, let actions speak louder than words. We are not our past selves. We are who we are now. See what happens.
One cannot just escape their past. Past defines who you are to become.
Yeah, and we get daily reminders. Thank you.
Welcome.
The
So-
past tells you who you once were. It doesn't define your future.
Does not define, but it identifies. One cannot just simply change your status overnight.
Oh.
So,
No,
he looks over at
unfortunate.
Zachary as he's walking in. Have you concluded your investigation? It's getting late.
Nearly. Do you have the stone that my brother used to contact me initially still?
Or,
What
sorry,
happened
I'm
to
sorry,
that?
I'm sorry. Thinking of something totally different. Yes, he stole my personal one. I do.
I use it.
For which purposes?
To try and contact my brothers and find out where they are.
kind of nods, and then you see, with a wave of his hand, a chest appears on a shelf. He walks over, unlocks it, and hands you a stone from it.
I'm gonna try to contact Ansem.
Okay.
And just say, Ansem, it's Zach. Are you guys okay? I feel like you're in trouble. Let me know where you are and I can come help you. I'll do Joseph next. Same message, basically.
Okay. Okay. What are you asking again? Sorry.
This seems like you're in trouble. Where are you? Tell me where you are. I'll come get you. I'll come help you.
Zachary? Zachary? We're scared. I don't know what's and then you... Sending can't hear any. You kind of hear, it's Zachary! Just... And then it cuts off.
I mean, I'll
Nice.
just do it again because it's in his head. So if it's not like he's holding anything, I'll just...
Don't you have to speak out loud?
No.
Oh, it's totally in your
All
head?
in your head.
Gotcha.
That's what's great about that.
For some
song.
reason, I was thinking it was out loud.
It's not the whisper one like message. So.
Okay, I'm gonna stay. Joseph was saying this out loud at the same time, and he got caught. You sending it right away again?
Yeah.
Okay. The sending stone doesn't seem to work. Had 2 charges.
That's less than it had the last time. We had like a whole conversation. Is this the same stone?
You're not using yours.
I know, I'm using his. This is the one that we had like a back and forth like for a while.
You're using his, yeah.
The one Byron used when he contacted me. It only had more than 2
Oh,
charges.
I'm sorry. So you're keeping the communication open, is what you're saying. Like you're replying to him from before. You're not calling him again, correct?
So I was out in the ruins by myself, no stone. He contacted me and we had a back and forth for like 5 or 6 messages, I think.
Yeah. If you're replying to him, yes, but it... I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. It seemed like he got distracted and lost connection, and the charge dropped from the sending stone that you have.
Okay.
Like it was disrupted.
So confused.
Because basically, when he was communicating you, it seems like something distracted him and cut him off from the call. When you're trying to use this again, it has no more charges to it. You can attempt
So
to...
is it
You can
that
attempt...
both people need to maintain to concentrate? Is that
He's at quarters.
Yeah, I mean, like, anybody can cut a call off. You can't just, like, continually keep it going. I mean, if you want to try again with one of your stones, you're more than happy to.
I'm out on my stone, so...
Gotcha.
Hey, you got another stone? Sir?
That was my only one, I'm sorry.
No, okay. Put it back in his hand. Can we go out the back door? There's blood that goes that way from your attic.
Yeah.
Blood.
Blood?
Yep. Seems like there were people who went out that way.
Of course. Kind of opens the door for you.
Thanks.
I hope you find your brothers. You need my assistance. Here.
I hope I find them too.
You do feel a genuine concern for them.
I'm going to track from the attic window to the... Oh yeah, might want to lock your window up there, by the way. It's flapping around up there.
Quick wave of his hand and, like, slaps shut and locks.
And fix your broken window too, just saying.
Not allowed to touch that until the investigation is complete with the tower guard, but yes. That's the idea.
Okay.
As soon as you step out of the house, you all feel the access to any higher level spells. Okay.
going to then kind of track down to the ground level the blood.
Certainly. You give me investigation. See if you can pick back up a trail.
Assist.
With assistance.
Sure.
Yahoo! Assist.
You guys are kind of combing through, trying to pick up some sort of maybe trail or something.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Okay. Quickly, you're able to find a bit of blood on some of the brushes here, and it kind of leads out from the backyard to an alleyway connecting the back of the houses.
Okay. Let's go down the alley, guys.
Yeah.
You guys can give me a survival check to see how well you can follow these tracks.
Who's good at that? I'll give you guidance because I suck at tracking stuff.
I can do it.
Guidance for Anais.
Yeah, we didn't all have to do it, right? It was just one?
Yeah, one with advantage or two.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a group check for this one. Just whoever's taking the
Okay.
lead.
Gotcha.
If that's the case, I'd be helping Anais then.
Okay.
Nice is the bloodhound.
We have advantage and guidance.
Okay. So
I'll mind link back up with Anais too, so we're like
Sure.
on the same page.
18.
18.
Ew.
Yeah, especially with the street lamps here and the cobblestone. There's no like dirt. It's like grout and stone. It's very easy to follow this. The drops do get less and less as you go, and then you start picking up on more footsteps and a trail. You guys are slowly making your way about 5-6 blocks down and turn left out of where these houses are to more of a, what's the word? Not quite abandoned, but there's a few houses here that well, there's one particularly that seems like the lights are out, like no one's there. There's some activity in the street and stuff here. But as you guys turn the corner, I need everyone to give me a perception check.
Come on, Makai. Hey. 24.
20?
Real good over here. I got a 2.
Oh,
no, Zach!
He's probably just worried. So
I got a
worried.
10.
I'm focused on
21.
pleasing Anais every time she needs guidance.
So I got
Okay.
a 10 and a 2.
21.
21. There we go. Someone's looking. Make, how would you get?
24.
24. Nice. Yeah. Kahu and Zachary, you guys are like still really like looking at the tracks and looking for blood. The rest of you can see that the square is I mean, not super active. A lot of people are kind of like starting to go like in, but there's, you know, over on the side, there's a few students. This seems like a student like housing area for the academy. 3 kind of talking to the side, and a few, there's like one person outside, like a custodian sweeping and stuff like that. However, the 2 of you look up, and in the top window of like an attic space in the abandoned building, you see a curtain closed. Almost like someone was watching
You see
you.
what?
Like a curtain
Sorry.
closed as if someone was watching you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what story was it? I'm sorry.
Up in the attic.
Okay.
How high up? Like 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet?
15, 20 feet. It's like the
Okay.
second floor.
Okay.
Oh, I point to you guys.
Yeah. Oh, there's somebody.
We want to
Looks like
go
they
up
were
there.
watching.
We could probably just stand on their shoulders and peek.
I could
15
probably-
feet up?
Or climb up, potentially.
Yeah.
Could we climb up and like look in the window, potentially?
Okay.
Kahu is going to turn giant, and he's going to pick Anais up and just sit her in front of the window.
So you turn like 10
amazing.
feet, right?
Yeah, I turned to large.
Yeah. All right. So everyone's now looking at you as you grow large, and you pick up Anais. Anais, I'll use your old perception roll as you're kind of beginning to look in. As you get closer, you start hearing voices inside. Do you speak of Infernal?
Yeah. Oh, that's right, because she can hear my parents and I talk.
You hear Infernal. They're here. We must go. And from the inside, a struggle between two people and a child screaming, "Please don't take him! Please don't take him!" And as you do, crashing through the window is a large, actually, it's just a blur from when you can see. And you can see a boy about Zachary's age being dragged out through and landing. And as you do, I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
So does he run into Anais, potentially? Because she's just, like, standing there at the window?
I guess we'll find out what happens.
Okay, I'm just making sure I have the visuals correctly.
We head over
My initiative.
for battle camp.
Okay,
So-
okay.
Let me move everything to where they're at. Ahu, you are... I'm on the wrong page. I
Wasn't
need
expect-
my GM version. Okay. Alright.
Oh,
They're over here more, so people are kind of watching you. Kaho, you are... like at the stairs holding Anais up on this like ledge looking up into the attic, as flying out past you is a large blur that lands in the middle of the square holding a blonde boy that seems very much like he looks like Zachary.
I can make a wisdom saving throw.
We'll get to initiative.
That's a reaction.
Is it my brother?
I will say, you
Really?
guys, this is more of a surprise. You didn't, because especially Kaho, you didn't see these people in here. But let me get initiatives real quick, and then I will set the scene for you guys. All right. Kaho, would you roll?
13.
13. Zachary?
11.
Revan? Anais?
Also 13.
13. All right. Mekai?
20.
Nice.
I think Anais has faster, higher dex than me, though, so she'll be going ahead of me.
Okay. Big Blur rolled.
2.
Okay.
Big blur.
Yours is a 2?
Mm-hmm.
So is mine.
Rolled a 4. So.
Are you a 15 or 14?
15.
Yeah, you're slightly higher than.
Oh, okay.
I'll have them go in the same. All right. So, as this happens, you all see this crashing of the let me get that out of the way. Not showing anything. There we go. Crashing of the window past you as Anais, you're almost bumped out of the way as it brushes past your shoulder. And you hear a maniacal laughter of a very familiar voice. And landing in the middle, you turn around. Zachary, you first see your brother Byron in the arms of a large Hanasuken wearing garbed, but as it's like transforming, it seems to like change its image into the Black Viper, holding a helmet with the spider eyes on.
Is it Byron he's holding? Or did you mean Joseph, the kid?
No, he's holding Byron.
Oh, okay.
You can hear Joseph, or at least a younger boy, inside screaming, still in the attic. Hello, I told you all we were to see each other again, and I was right with my assumptions. Let's play! And we'll jump into initiative there. Meikai, you're up first.
I don't feel bad about trying to kill him, so I'm gonna go after him. No qualms.
After her?
Oh yeah.
I
You
was
said
like,
Makai.
like don't kill the boys.
No, just the bad person.
Yeah, it's the female that you were met outside when you left Solisterum. The one that was wearing the helmet with the spider eyes.
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing?
Trying to remember how to use Makai. I do have my chosen weapons on me, so I'm just gonna use those and go after her. Is she this one?
She is the helmet. The orange is Byron.
Oh, she's this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. It's
Yeah,
zoomed
really
out, so
small.
I can't even see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you're good.
I could easily get to her. Actually, can I get on the other side so I can get flanking, or does he not count?
He currently does not count.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, yeah, and I'm gonna use my chosen weapons and go with let's put sorry, I have to look up my spells too, because it's been a little bit.
You're good.
Let's see. That one or that one? I'm trying to decide which smite. Let's see. Let's do branding.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll do that with it. A weapon attack, yeah. So I can hit once, right? I think so. It's been so long. I'm thinking of my eldritch.
We're level 5, so you have 2 attacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Is the branding smite a bonus action though?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that
it is.
that
Yeah, bonus
activates as a
action.
bonus action, and then you
Yeah,
can attempt
and
to
then I can
hit.
hit.
If you hit, the branding smite goes off.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, please. Attempt to hit.
Okay. Let me see how much that hits for. +6. That's an 18.
An 18 to hit.
Uh-huh.
As you do that, you're using what? The daggers?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you come up to her and begin to slice out, you look like you're about to hit, and at the last minute, you see her look over to one of the students watching, and it's now that you see webbing come out and drag the student towards her and intercept the hit.
Oh.
I'm going to use my reaction to intercept that hit.
I like it. I was thinking about that as you see the student just being launched this way. So you're using your reaction to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So did we say it exchanged where you were, I think? Or did it just put you in front of? I'm trying to remember.
It pushes them out and
Pushes them out, okay.
Of.
Yeah, Makai, as your eyes grow big, as all of a sudden you just see this young adult's face, just eyes wide, about to slash down. As you kind of hear the laughter, she's like pulling it into the attack. Water just seems to rise up around your feet, and Kahu, you come surfing this way, knocking the student out of the way, and you take the damage.
I drop an ice on the roof line.
Yep.
I was just about to ask
That's
what you did with an
7.
ice. Yeah.
That's
7.
7.
Kahu, you take
That I
7
rolled.
points of damage, please.
I'm so sorry, Kahu. And I'm gonna go again.
Go ahead and roll again.
For my other one. Okay. That it's a no. Hold on. No, it's the same. It's the same. It's an 18 as well.
18? Perfect.
Yeah.
This time, as she's still kind of like the webbing still connected, you slash up again. Are you aiming at her directly?
Yes.
Another target you could would be the webbing if you want.
No.
Okay.
I want to hit her.
Cool. Yeah, you slash up at her arm. She has very thick like breastplate armor on her. but go ahead and give me damage.
Oh, okay. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, and then branding smite damage. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 9 plus. That is another 8 points.
17 points total.
Yeah.
Perfect. And isn't there another thing with branding? It does something else, right?
It's 2d6 of radiant damage. And it sheds a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends, which is a minute.
Good to know. Perfect. As you slash up, you're able to get under one of the breastplates into the leather. Doesn't seem to do much damage. Like it still get the full points, but you just hear this maniacal laughter at you, as it doesn't seem to really be like affecting her in this moment. She's still clutching Byron on the backside, away from you.
Yeah.
All right, you doing anything else?
Well, I didn't use my full movement, so can I get flanking with Kahu then?
She just kind of like just screams over at you this way. I've been wanting to play with you again since our last encounter, Chosen. That's your turn. You do anything else?
Yeah.
All right, Anais,
Nope.
you are hanging off of this little pedestal from the attic as Kahu, your ladder, left you.
Can I climb up into the window?
Yeah.
Am I hanging from the window?
Yeah, I would say yeah, you're probably hanging from the window, or at least close enough. It'd be like 5-10 feet as you get inside. You look inside and you can see a younger, bushy, kind of curly-haired kid, looking very sickly. Kind of,
Okay.
and as you look in, it seems like potentially almost like they were hiding out up here. There's like a sleeping bag, candle, and some food. But you don't see anybody else.
Okay. Do I see like 3 sleeping bags or just 1?
2.
Okay. Also, does Byron look unconscious?
No, he is like screaming and yelling, trying to fight off of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I'll just like wave to the kid, like, sup, type of thing. And then I take out.
Oh, and I'm sorry, my bad. You do see one other thing. You look over and you can see, similar to before, like ninja styled, like Hanazukan garb, and there is a limp Hanazukan female tiefling looking at you with great over eyes, and you can see in the skin is similar to before, where like the webbing is almost like underneath. But she's doesn't seem to be moving currently.
Okay. Can I? Okay. Yeah. I'll take out for my action. I'll take out my bow, and shoot her.
Which one? Which her?
The lady.
The lady in the room with you?
No.
Okay, so there's a lady in the room with you, the
Yeah,
tiefling.
but you said she's unconscious.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I
dead
mean,
or
she's just
something.
standing
Yeah.
there looking at you, like without any recognition. But you did hear a voice earlier. I'm just asking if you're shooting at
okay,
her
hold
or
on.
if you're turning around shooting the Black Viper.
Okay, hold on. Wait. I thought that you meant she was like laying unconscious.
No,
You're
she's
saying
like
just
standing there
up?
immobile, like looking at you.
Oh, okay.
Almost,
look?
almost as if a puppet is not being puppeteered.
Yeah. Can I look for any like string thingies? Because I saw her using them earlier when we fought.
You can give me perception check.
Ooh, yeah. 27.
27. You can see that the ones on this person has gone limp and they're like are just against the ground. But as you're following the trail, you can see webbing that has gone and lining between the building all throughout here that you did not observe earlier.
In the walls?
Like out, like, sorry, once you're looking outside of the window between the buildings, like above the square.
So there's like a bunch, you're saying?
There's a few, I'd say 3 or 4 that are there between the buildings.
Can I, the ones that have gone like limp, can I just cut them for this lady?
I mean, they already seem cut. They're like cut, like limp on the ground, like cutting off of her. I mean, if you want to cut them even more, you can, but they don't seem to be connected to anything. These are like 2 separate ones. So it's almost as if maybe this one had been puppeteered and now it's uncut and not being used. But as you, with your perception check, as you continue to look around, you also see 3 or 4 webbings between the buildings on the outside above the square.
Okay. Is there any way I could get to one of the ones that seem active and like cut it, or is it too far away from me? Like shoot an arrow at it or something?
I mean, yeah, you could definitely shoot an arrow at it. I'd say it'd be like right at the edge of your movement to get to one of them and try and cut it.
Okay. I'll do that.
You climbed in, and then if you like climb back out and get to like the edge here, that you can attempt to cut one.
Okay, I'll try and cut one with my action.
Sure. Go to roll me an attack roll.
Unless the perception was the looking for
No,
it,
I'd say it's free.
Okay. You want an attack roll?
Yes, please.
So that would be a 16.
All right. It seems to cut through. How much damage?
I get extra damage because of my Gloomstalker ambusher thing.
Does that work against non-creatures? Or is it just the first turn?
First turn of each combat. Yes. Oh, actually I can do 2 attacks, technically.
Yes, you can.
And my speed increases by 10 feet, so if there's one within 10 feet, I could try and do another one. But
okay,
we'll see. So...
And you guys... I mean, I already had this plan, but this is, you know, a little bit of a Spider-Man theme.
17.
17? Yeah. The line that connects to the other one kind of breaks and snaps. There is a second one, like a V, going to like the other side of the building if you want to attempt to cut that one as well.
Yeah. Since I get 2 attacks right now, might as well use them.
Nice!
Yeah, I got 1 less, so 16.
Wasn't the last one 16? This one's 15.
Oh, okay, so 15. Yeah.
15. Meets and beats. Seems to just cut through.
Ooh. 13.
13? Nice. Yeah, that one cuts through as well. As kind of like these seemed really thick and as if like they'd taken some time to like set these up. You kind of hear a hiss from the bottom as she notices that you're attempting to cut these.
Okay.
Do anything else?
Good. For my bonus action, I want a healing word that lady. Actually.
One that's just standing there.
Tiefling.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, tiefling.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me healing.
Well, that depends, I guess. Am I outside to where I can see it? Or like where I'm outside, can I see it?
Yeah,
inside?
I mean, I'd say
because I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if I couldn't. If I couldn't see her. And
yeah,
sure
I mean, like you can. I mean, she was standing right at the window anyway. So yeah, you're looking back in.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay. You go to do that. It doesn't seem to have any effect.
Okay. Sounds good.
You can just hear from the back, just please don't let them take my brother, please, please. All right, so that's your turn. Nice. After you, Kahu.
All right, Kahu's going to attempt to get Zach's brother out of her arms.
All right. Go ahead and give me a. It'll be strength, right?
Yep, athletics.
Wrestle for brother.
25.
He will attempt
Dang.
acrobatics.
Would it be acrobatics to hold somebody away from me?
I think when you're trying to do the grapple or like disarm, the other person can do athletics or acrobatics, right? To try and like
It's
dodge out of the way.
basically, at that point, it's either like hold it in or move it out of the way so you
Right,
can't get
exactly.
to it.
Yeah.
So that's the acrobatics, I would say.
Either way, you grab Byron and rip it from her hands.
And then I see the string that was attached to this dude that she pulled over.
You do.
I'm going to attempt to cut that.
Perfect.
I don't know if I got it.
What's up, Mark?
How is he doing that?
13.
He has 2 attacks.
Yeah.
It's if you take the attack action.
Yeah, grappling
You
or
can
like
use one of your attack actions for a grapple, and you can then use another attack action to do another thing in the same turn.
it's fine. Yeah, I remember us doing something similar in the other fight. Put it that way. So yeah, sorry, what'd you roll for the attack?
Don't think it's great, but it's 13.
13. 13 for this one does seem to cut through. It seems to be a much thinner webbing.
And then I'm going, since I'm
How much
here,
damage?
I'm going,
'Pretty sure you'll make it.
9 points.
9 points, yeah. Easily cut through, and you see the student kind of stumble as he gets freed.
And I said, get out of here. And then I go into action surge.
All right.
And I am going to go for a stab on this lady.
Okay, go for it.
Um, 27 to hit.
Might be close, but I think 27 hits.
And then let's going to have her make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Right?
Yeah.
She's not very strengthful. She seems very dexterous. Still a good roll though. 16. What's your DC?
She saved.
Kind of like dodges out of the way.
But she takes 11 piercing plus an additional 10 points of fire damage.
Nice. As you do that, the combination of all your attacks seem to have gotten into some weak parts of her armor, and the flames seem to burn up any residual webbing currently at the moment around her. Not on the square, but
I'm going to drop my spear and attempt to stranglehold her.
Okay.
For
You're going for the grapple?
27. Yep.
I don't. She can't even beat it. I'll say a natural 20, but
So I've got
you get a natural
Byron.
20.
I got Byron on one side, and I've got her trying to hold her off on the other side.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm attempting to do.
Yeah. I don't want to not reward you it, but she did get a natural 20. But I typically don't count natural 20s on saves. Trying to find a way to make it like mutually beneficial. You don't quite have a full hold on her. It's not a full grapple, but you are kind of squeezing her against the ground. And I'll say, if she's trying to get free from you, might be disadvantaged on this next turn. Kind of a weird ruling, but it feels like she might slip out from you on the next one if you don't try again.
And if I can, I want Byron to be as far away from her as I can have him be.
Sure. Are you dropping him or are you just kind of holding him for now?
I'll drop them on the next turn. I think I've used everything I can at the moment.
Maybe a free action to drop them. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and drop them.
Okay.
Just so.
As you're kind of like wrestling with her, she seems grappled for the turn, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna last. Yeah.
Because it's a free action to drop him, I still have my bonus action, and I will summon my spear back into my hand.
Nice, nice. I like it. Kind of like holding her down and summoning it back in your hand for the next turn. All right.
Yeah.
Zachary, this has all occurred around you, so you're now looking. Byron now on the opposite side of Kahu.
All right. So yeah, I'm going to step forward, take my staff, and flash out, try to blind her. So I need a Constitution saving throw from her.
Perfect. That fails.
She is
And
blinded
she's like,
then.
Kahu, you're kind of turning her head towards that way. It's kind of like it blinds you. Ah! You are all silly. I am not the enemy you want to fight. You're wasting.
I'll just be like, we'll find out after you're unconscious. And bonus action, spiritual weapon
Heck yeah.
behind her, and I'm going to smack her with my spiritual weapon.
Do it. What does it look like?
So a flaming sword emerges from behind her and comes and slashes down at her.
Nice.
So with advantage because of blinded, correct?
See, that's your spiritual weapon.
Yes, I'm just making sure. You're
yes,
cool with me
yes,
with
yes,
advantage.
totally. She does not see it coming.
Yeah, 23 to hit.
23 hits for sure.
All right. That will be 10. What type of damage is this? Force damage.
Force damage, you said 10 points?
10 force damage.
Perfect. Yeah, she's starting to look a little bit of bruised and bloodied. Not too rough, but starting to get the effects of kind of all the hits on her. Do anything else?
Action. Bonus action. That's all I got.
And then blinded, did we say it was a save at the end of each round? Is that what it was?
At the end of their turns, they get to roll again.
Right, yep.
So they're blinded for their whole turn, but yeah.
So she, as she's like being held down, she goes, I was just curious who is joining the party. And then you see a purple, let me see what, purplish energy surround her. I think it's an action, or is it a bonus action? Yeah. As she disappears from that spot underneath you, Kahu, and reappears up here, still kind of like shielding herself and trying to like get out from the images. But he goes, but I'm still not done having my fun. And Anais, you can see her grabbing hold of, like she goes for the ones that were like, that you already cut and misses. And she just gives you a glare and then goes over to the other side and takes hold of the webbing. And from this webbing, you see more come down and start to puppeteer two of the people over here in this section. And they get flown over, hold on, 5, 10, 15. Yeah. And they're kind of like, not flown over, but like puppeteered over, and you kind of see them moving almost like against their will, and they're screaming in terror at what's happening as they come up. They can only reach here. They're going to attempt to strike out at you, Kahu.
Would it be with disadvantage? Because is it based on her sight?
It's not based on hers, no.
Okay.
Well, you know, I'll give you that one. Yeah, I'll say she's puppeteering them, so it's not based on her sight. So that was a 17 and then a 6. So yeah, first one misses. Kahu, and they're not even holding any weapons. It's more just like strikes out at you. It doesn't seem to be that harmful, but she's attempting to maybe put other other people in harm's way. This last one, though, is a natural one. As it attempts to reach out at you, you slice it through with the spear, and the person kind of comes free from the webbing. So I'm gonna say, so this one and this one are not webbed at the moment. That's her turn. She's blinded at the moment, but still in the fight.
You can make a save at the end of her turn.
Oh, thank you. Not disadvantage, right? It's just straight roll.
I don't think it would be disadvantage.
Constitution?
Yeah.
18.
She's good.
Okay. She kind of like kind of recovering, and you see now that she's not really standing on the pedestal, but her hands and feet are kind of like spider climbed to the wall behind her. It's a very unnerving sight, as they're like almost, her appendages are backwards. All right. That was her turn. Makai, it's back to you.
I can't get to her, right? Like, there's not a ledge or something that I can, like, go up there and join her with?
I mean, there is
I have 80 feet of movement.
There's a ledge right underneath her, about 10 feet down.
But I'm still... I can't get to her. Yeah, I know I have my bow, but...
I
can't get to her.
Yeah, if you want to attempt, like, some sort of, like, acrobatics or climbing with your action to, like, hold onto one of the pedestals as you're kind of near her. But yeah, it'd be a pretty tough thing to actually get in, like, melee with her at the moment. Unless you're on the roof, like, jumping down.
I'll just use my bow.
Nice.
Use my Kensei shot. Which just does an extra d4 if I hit, so.
Perfect. Roll me attack.
Yeah. Okay, that's that one. All right. Okay. That's like a 22.
You guys have hit every single time. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, we want to get her. Also, I have a +8 to this, so. Okay. 8. Max damage again. Freaking. Okay, well. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay. As you do on this one, she reaches down again and with her reaction pulls up the one that she's attached to, as your arrow goes straight through the chest. You just see the student go limp. Sorry.
Can I shoot her again?
You can.
Is that a thing on my bow?
Yeah. You can attempt to shoot her again. I will say she has she's like using it as a shield currently. So she will have a slight bonus AC, and if you don't hit, you're gonna be, I mean, you can tell the student's dead, but yeah.
I feel really bad, but I want to kill this lady.
That's what this lady does. She's gross.
16 plus 8.
Oh, with the shield, that's
24.
still hits. Yeah.
Okay. 12.
I'm loving chat right now. 12 points? Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, this one does hit. As the arrow kind of sticks into her thigh, and you can start seeing the blood dripping down. It is red blood.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry, it's purplish red blood.
Yeah, sorry, John was asking a question. John, I don't think your mic is on. I can hear you, they can't.
Yeah, I can't hear you, John, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was attempting to just talk to her.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
I was like, they can't hear you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, don't worry, I got it. We're good.
Perfect. You doing anything else on your turn?
Probably getting a little closer to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's kind of underneath. Okay, perfect. She's kind of
just
still holding the
yelling
limp body in her arm.
Yelling at the students to get guards to, just been like, yeah, this lady is not okay. We need help. We need assistance.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, a lot of people are just like cowering in place, like looking like it's all like happening super quick. They haven't like moved or anything yet.
If you have magic, do something, Zachary. If you can get that lady or the student, I know they're dead, but you never know.
Yeah, from the corners, you just hear, we can't do magic outside of school. Anais, it's your turn.
So do I see any more strings around here?
Yes, you see
I can
from
snip.
from the far side, another 2 more.
So it's across.
Still from the same building, but like on the other side of the building you're on. So you'd have to just move.
Can you ping, please?
Yes, like over here. That's not working.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
on the same building.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
move to it. Yeah.
So, what's Byron doing right now? Since he's free.
Yeah, did he plead a little bit
Yeah,
last
what is
turn?
he doing?
I was gonna move him on Zachary's turn, but yeah, he seems to be like just kind of catching his wherewithal currently.
Okay. So like as I rush past, I like kind of like poke my head in the window and I just like point out and like we're good, you know, and then like I just keep going to the poor kid.
Yeah.
Trying to
There's
like
no
you
clue
know,
who you are. Like,
we got it under control, kid. It's fine. And I will go over here, and try to cut this one.
All right, perfect. Go to roll me attack. Kind of scoffing again as you're interrupting her setup.
You know it. 22.
Nice, yeah, that hits. That rolls through. Roll me a damage.
Okay. I got a 5.
5. It
Yeah.
seems to like cut through some of the strings on it, but not fully.
Okay.
Yeah, that one might
Yeah.
take another attack.
Okay. And then I will bonus action healing word that student. I don't know if that's enough to keep him alive, but
Hey Kai with the new nickname. That's awful, Mara. So all right. So you said I'm so sorry. What else are you doing?
I was bonus actioning trying to heal that kid.
Uh
But I don't know if
the kid that she's holding?
Yeah, the one that
I'll say before you even try, he's gone. That was a pretty high damage count against him. Unfortunately.
Okay. I probably would try anyway, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair.
I'll...
For the second time, your healing doesn't seem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Is that your
I'm
turn?
done.
Cool.
Mhm.
Big boy, Kahoo. What are you doing?
Kyle's going to take a step forward. He is going to take a mighty leap up into the air, and he is going to try to slam onto her neck up top, drag her down, and slam her into the street.
Hulk smash. Okay. I would assume, without looking up the mechanics, that I'm sure he could jump 20 feet. I'm trying to think what the mechanics on that would be.
So I can jump up to 18 feet, 'cause that's where my strength is at. I am large at the moment.
Go ahead and give me a just an athletics roll to see how well you're able to like grab the ledge and then trying to grapple her at that point. We'll go for cool points here.
It's a 16 on the athletics roll.
I'll say you're able to hang from the ledge right now with inaction. But yeah, you weren't able to get fully up to her.
Well, how high is the ledge?
The ledge is about 18 feet. She's like standing above it.
Right, but like I'm already at like 12 or 13 feet tall.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, right, like,
And
so
then my
your
arm
feet are
reach.
going 18.
Yeah, I can like jump 18 feet like horizontally
Okay.
and probably a few feet up in the air. So I've got my arm reach plus the fact that I'm already like 12 feet tall.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you're just short, but you can get to her on either the second action or your next turn. It's close.
that's-
It's really
that's
close. Yeah.
If that's my action though, that's the full action. That's all I can do.
Okay. Yeah. If that's what you're doing. Yeah.
So my movement is 30 feet. So that puts me what?
Yeah, I mean,
Puts me.
you could climb up to get a little closer, like in melee range to her if you want.
I mean, so.
So your athletics roll didn't quite hit the DC that I had. That's why I'm not letting it be like a free action. So I'm saying it's taking an action to catch and then get up on.
Is like my movement's enough to get all the way up against the wall. You said she's like 18, 20 feet up.
Yeah, so I was kind of going with the ledge there, and so the DC that I was kind of going with was a little bit higher. And so you got up there, but it wasn't enough to like grab her at the same time. You're like holding yourself up there for the next move. If that makes more sense. It's a weird ruling. I know, it's just kind of a weird scenario.
I feel like I'm too big to get on the ledge though, right? Like I can't just like hold on the ledge because I'm too big.
I'd say you're enough to like hold on to it. Yeah, you're kind of like hanging from it at the moment with that athletics roll, if that's what you want. Just because the athletics roll wasn't quite high enough to get to where she's at.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just confused. Like, that used my action then, my full action?
Yeah.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Sorry.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. It's kind of, because it was more than just like a normal free action movement. It was kind of basing it off the DC on that. If you were able to get high enough to make the grab at the same time, I was going to give it to you there.
Yeah, okay.
With the action.
I was looking...
Because I was thinking of it as like a jump / grapple at the same time, like with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And because you missed, you're having to use it next time to go up again.
Okay.
Just kind of it's more of a scenario ruling on that one, and we can we can talk about it more later if you want. But are you doing anything else? That's your action, movement.
That's everything I've got then.
Okay. Zachary, it's your turn.
All right. So are there like webs up this direction, like connecting the buildings you said?
Yeah, above like where the rooftops connect, there is from basically connecting like this building and here are like 2 different webbings.
Is that what she's holding on to now? Because she said she was holding on to one.
Yeah, she's holding on to one that's heading towards above them here. And then the second one is like nearby as well. She's holding on to one of them. She's not holding on to it directly. She's like connecting to it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then can I move my spiritual weapon to like there to swipe at it? Like the connecting between those 2 buildings?
You can move it 30 feet or 60 feet.
20 feet.
20 feet. At an angle. I'll give it to you on not the one she's cutting, but the second one. That's a little closer.
Okay. Anyone that I can cut.
Sure.
That's what I want to get to.
Yeah, I'll just give it to
So
you.
I'll attack with that.
Okay.
Real quick. Yeah, it's a 19 on the die plus punch, so I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That will be for 11 force damage.
11 force damage. Yeah, this one is enough as you slice through to cut the webbing free that she's holding on to.
And then after doing that, I'm going to kick off from the ground, bring my wings out.
Ooh!
Baby
Wings boy!
And I'm going to be like just floating above in the center here. Probably right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my staff and just like scroll around and shoot a firebolt out at her.
Nice. Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'm so proud.
We'll
He's
do
showing it in
wings.
front of everybody.
Wow. Shine out, son boy.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
All right.
I wonder if his brothers are like...
For 16 fire, and I'll pump in my 5 radiant into that as well.
Ooh, you said 16?
16 fire, 5 radiant, so 21 total.
She's you as you burn up around her, you can see some of the armor, like the leather work, kind of peeling away. And there is bluish skin underneath. She's looking rough.
Got her on the ropes.
Don't let her get out of here.
You doing anything else?
That's all I can do.
As after you do that, she's kind of looking around. She goes, the other one already got away. I was just wanting to distract you. We have more in play for you. And as you see the orange teleport sort of magic behind her. As that happens and she goes to take a step, you see 5 magic missiles kind of erupt around and then hit her square in the chest. As she looks over, and you can see Anir standing and floating on the disc
Magic boy!
from the
Other
other
magic
side
boy.
with a magic missile out. You're not going anywhere. And as they hit her, they'll come for you. And she falls unconscious from where she's standing, hitting the ground.
Good.
Are we out of combat?
That is where we'll end tonight's session. No, I'm just joking. That we're out of combat. We'll jump back into the roleplay. I've always wanted to do that. Just end it with like, ah!
I'm flying down and sparing the dying on her.
Let me roll real quick. It wouldn't be more. Sure.
Oh, you want to tie her up?
I
And
run back to the brother, by the way.
gag her and everything?
Yeah, Anais,
my
as you're like
best to tie her
climbing in, the kid's like at the windowsill, like barely able to stand, trying to be like, Byron! And he just kind of like falls limp there, kind of like just not able to hold himself up very well.
Yeah, I'll like catch him if he doesn't freak out too much.
I'll
And
tie
I'll
her
just...
up and I'm gonna pull her mask off like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
After I spare the dying and I see he's got her, I'm going to my brother.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, yeah. Let's go ahead and actually end tonight's session here. We're gonna jump into this next week, with everything. Mainly because a few variables changed and I need to think about them. So,
Yeah.
but we will do the welcoming as Byron kind of looks hesitant at first at you and worried, but then quickly runs into your arms and gives you a big hug.
Yeah, I'll give him a hug.
Baby boy.
And
But he looks distraught and scared.
I'll tell my other brothers, like there's 2 brothers at the window, right?
No, only
Just one.
One got taken.
I'll tell him and Anais to jump down.
We'll get to that next week. See what they do. Yeah. Or are you guys
just
jumping
gonna-
down and
I'm
feather falling?
so
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay,
just-
okay. Yeah.
And then come over to me. So
Nice. Give me a real quick persuasion check just to see if you can convince him to trust you.
Sure.
I mean, with advantage because Byron's there, Zachary's there.
Nice, kicks him out the window.
Yeet. Spartan
Punch
kick.
him. I got a 14.
14.
Mhm.
It's just enough. He's wearisome of you, but willing to kind of go with you, and you can pick him up. As you do a hand from the. No, I'm just kidding. The lady's still just standing there, like unpuppeted. But yeah, you jump if you're willing to.
I'm probably holding the kid, and I'm just sort of like looking at you, like what?
Like your wings are still out. You want to come get us? Like,
oh, they fall. So you jump.
yeah, you kind of. I mean, you can feel the magic around you if you're jumping.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just sort of like step off the ledge.
You Mary Poppins down. But yes, that is where we'll end tonight's game, you guys. In the square, everything going on, people looking at you, Anir floating, and you apparently with an unconscious black viper on the ground.
And a dead student.
Unfortunately, and a dead student. Surprisingly, though, not more dead students.
Yeah.
So you guys did really good, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end tonight's session there and get to the fallout of everything that has happened and questions and see what's been happening here. We come back next week. So we will be back next week on the 23rd for some good exposition and answers. And then the 30th, we will not be having a canon Fates United episode, but rather a Festival of the New Year one-shot, where we'll be going back in time to a previous generation, and we'll see what is happening in the world as our players explore a little bit. So thank you guys so much for joining in. I'm having so much fun bringing my players through this storyline. I hope you guys had fun tonight with a little combat. You guys did good. Let's just say the Black Viper is supposed to get away. So yeah, you guys did
great.
interesting. All right. No, I knew it was a possibility, but you guys did really good on that turn, taking her out beforehand. So, perfect. Let's see. Yeah, let's go raid our good old buddy, pronounced Josh. That's literally his name, not just what I'm saying. But thank you guys so much for joining in. We will be around in the Discord and for some streaming next week. If you guys want to hang out with us for the end of the year and Christmas festivities. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and say hello to our buddy here, Josh. Super cool guy, super chill. It's actually where I got the Bardic Blue from. So definitely go say hi and send all the love and respect as we love and respect each other here. Yeah, we'll be back next week for some interesting admissions and information.
Some brotherly hugs too.
Some brotherly hugs as well.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye. I could find my... I'll just do... Here, bye.
So